Make sure you subscribe to Bubba Army HQ. Otherwise, Bubba will have to take action. And there's a lot of power behind those short arms.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Now back to the BRN.
Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
What did I have?
You had an enormous steak.
I had the fish, Lisa, you lying bitch.
Go ahead. Call me the C word, mister.
No, I can't. Listen to me.
Was it a marlin or was it just a tiny fish?
No, I had a...
He had his Marlin shirt on, by the way, when he walked through the lobby, and loved when people recognized him. It was cute.
She's such a dick.
No, it was really cute because he was very subtle. He wore an enormous 3X Marlin shirt that said Bubba and didn't expect anybody to say, hey, Bubba, how you doing?
I really wore a Bubba shirt. Mm-hmm.
You did?
Lisa, I did not. I had a button-down black shirt on you.
Oh, you're such a liar. I am so bringing my
Then
picture.
you bring the pictures. You big shotgun belly, big nose, female Don Rickles looking bitch.
So did he have a steak or no?
No, I didn't have a steak. I had the fish.
Whatever it was huge.
Oh, it was huge.
It was Moby Dick. Shut up.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
That's what we are. That's what we do.
So, what's the secret ingredient?
The time has come to shake you out of your morning complacency.
Now, without further ado,
Jesus made me number one, and that shows me that Jesus kicks ass.
Prepare for a broadcast of quasi-epic proportions.
You get your goofy butt over here.
That's what makes us real. That's why we're number one.
They told me to say that they were sorry.
Are you ready?
Don't even worry about it, my old friend.
Well then, here it goes.
so long, suckers! Hey, I don't pay you to sing.
The time has come.
Is it?
Welcome to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Rock 105, Jacksonville 102.5, The Bone, Tampa. Kind of a little ass chewing yesterday. I'm like, Ned, stop. Stop exploiting the show. The chair was funny. It was a rib. And then now the pile-on factor is going to make us look like a bunch of hacks. So stop it. And if you want to do something like that, go through and you're going to use Nedley Mandico of the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, then go through me. Let me help. And we will, I wouldn't have short-spaced it so close to my chair deal. We would have spaced it out and not look like a bunch of hacks.
I know.
And you weren't. I
don't know how to work.
No, you at times you do, but at times you don't.
Guess how much they're up to?
900.
No. But I mean, that's not far off. Really.
750.
No, it's a little less than that. It's
580.
More than that. It's
like
a game of Price is Right.
I feel like I'm playing the high-low game here. I got the guy climbing up the hill.
The yodeling mountain climber.
What is it?
$612.25.
Yeah.
$612 for these crappy boots.
From now on, man, anybody part of the show, if you're going to use your show, whatever, to sell something on eBay, and hey, I'm not saying you can't do it, but just get a hold of me and let's space it out so we don't look hackish. Spice, would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, it's boots. It's a pair of boots.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't get it.
No on-air heritage at all. Whatever. Ned knows I'm. You know what? Yeah. Ned, very rarely does he.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's no chair. I know.
How about no? See, Ned, stop with me. I'm telling you right now. Just stop with me while you're ahead. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just stop with me or ahead. Pick up your $600-700 for your probably 1995 boots that you bought in '79. No big deal. Okay.
Gotcha.
We'll move on.
Move on.
Brent, tonight, could you take that Dave Schmaus file home and read it?
Sure.
And dive into it a little bit. I talked to him last night before I went to bed, and he's like, the Florida Veterans, whatever the hell, the charity that screwed him over, they don't think that we can make. I guess the guy called him and said, well, that's your trump card, the Bubba the Love Sponge Show? Are you kidding me? Nobody listens to that. That was his exact word.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, ooh, what initially started out as me, helping out a friend. Now that's kind of a challenge. It's kind of like almost in my face, is it not?
Real up in your face.
Yeah. Right.
I talked to an attorney yesterday, actually, and they wanted this attorney to get involved with this charity.
David Neville?
Yeah, it was.
By the way, good guy.
David Neville from Delta Costa Neville.
Maybe I should hand deliver this file to David Neville.
Well, he actually hand delivered the file to me, as far as like the flyer that they wanted him to get involved with and stuff like that.
Oh, with this particular raffle?
Exactly. And the first question he asked him, because David, he does a lot of stuff for the biker community.
Which, by the way, he's a great advertiser for the show too.
Yeah, and awesome dude. And he goes, okay, where's the bike that you guys are giving away?
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, I mean, we'll have it, and blah, blah, blah. He goes, well, where is it? Let me see the bike before I get involved with this thing.
He's actually up to speed on this
Absolutely.
conundrum.
And they never showed him a picture of the bike. They never showed him any proof that they actually had a bike.
Well, they built the bike.
He didn't want anything to do with it.
They built a bike, but that was the show bike. It's not. I mean, when you get something for a raffle, don't you think that what's on display is what you literally hop in and take home?
Yes.
And apparently,
I think that's what it has to be.
Apparently, there's a wiggle word within this. Within the framework of that whole deal, where I'll have to talk to Dave later on, but there's somewhere I'm not familiar with all the contesting rules in Florida because they are pretty thick, and the wiggle room is you have the opportunity to win a bike.
Man, that is so crappy, and that is horrible for the bike. You know what? I want to get Paul Allen in the next 5 days, Brent. Paul Allen from Full Throttle, because nobody's closer to the biker community than him. And then maybe hand deliver this file to David Neville and to Jay the Spittin' Cobra Diaco.
Yeah, Steven.
Because this is bull crap.
Yeah, I mean, contesting. I mean, if you're using one little wiggle word like probably or maybe, does that negate the whole thing?
Well, not only that, but all under the guise or the umbrella of the veterans.
Right.
No, let me tell you something. Somebody who has dealt with the state of Florida and their contesting rules a lot, which I have, they do not take that as a wiggle room.
Yeah.
I had a contest that I ran many years ago on one radio station, and they fined me $2,000 for not having the proper paperwork.
Let me get through some general housekeeping here quickly. Then I'm going to hit my first one. I swear to God, I'm going to hit it. I got so much going on today, Brent. As soon as this show's over, whenever that ends, which I hope it's at a reasonable hour today, I got to flip to the gym because I got to be at that one place by noon.
Yep.
I mean, I got so much stuff to do today, and I got to get a workout in. So I'm going to try to not be scrambling for time all day today. Join Spice hosting the Rock 105 tailgate party. That's happening from 12:30 to 3:30 for the FSU Colorado game at the fairgrounds next to the stadium, right there in Jacksonville.
Yep, right there in Jacksonville. And then before that, I'll be at North Jacks Motorsports from 10 to noon.
Wow, 10 to noon. 3191 Armsdale Road this coming Saturday. It's open house right there at North Jacks Motorsports. Join Spice, meet Spice in Jacksonville this Saturday, 10 to noon. That's 10 to noon. Early risers.
Yeah, I haven't been to Jacksonville on business in a little while. It's always partying.
Then Spice, 12:30 to 3:30. FSU versus Colorado right there at is it Alltel? The Alltel Stadium?
Yep.
And the fairgrounds. Spice, if you have an actual, you know what, get a hold of the Rock 105 guys and find out like
the actual corner kind of thing where I'm going to be?
Because that's a large area.
I'm with you, yeah.
Brent, then, this Saturday at Max Sports on North Del Mabry in Tampa. That's happening from noon to 2. That's here locally in Tampa. That's Max Sports, North Del Mabry. Brent, find me an actual physical on it, okay?
Okay, no problem.
For tomorrow. Bubba Raw, that's BubbaRaw.com. This afternoon, we'll have Bubba practicing at East Bay this past Sunday. Practice a little bit. The video, not the highest quality because it came from my small wonder, but it's kind of reality-based. Don't forget this Saturday, East Bay Action Track. Racing starts at 6:30. It's a huge-ass bike show, and the United Dirt Late Models Series invades. I think they're going to have sprint cars. Probably 60 to 70 dirt late models will show up to try to make a 24-car main. I'll be driving my 1025 The Bone, Supreme Protein, Miller Lite, Hooters dirt late model, my teammate who probably would be the odds-on favorite to win it in the 101 Bubba Miller Lite car. Big-ass Keith Knopspitch. That's happening this Saturday, of which, my boy Dave Schmaus, the guy who's getting screwed over on this biker draw, he drives the green machine, though, the green 105 late model. And he's a hell of a driver as well. Rays, for the first time in the history of their franchise, I don't know if you knew this statistic or not. I actually was dumb enough to stay up and watch the entire ball game. I thought the second game was going to be a wash because they were down 4-1 at one time.
Yeah.
They were you watching that, Manson?
I went to bed after 7 because it was such a dull game.
Then they scored 5 runs in the 7th. Did you know that?
Yeah, I just found that out from Dick.
Yeah, they did, man, and they hulked up. And, I think Madden was just trying to rest some guys, Brandon, early on in the second. And then all of a sudden, we got a life of energy, and he threw in Navarro. He threw in Aki. He put Bartlett back at short, and then they won the ball game, I think 7-5.
Does that bring it down to 2?
Yeah, the magic number is 2.
Nice.
No, I think the magic number might be 1 now.
I'm going to pull the standings up for you. Give you
it might be. Boston may have got beat in Cleveland last night.
No, they won.
They won?
Yep.
All right.
Magic number's 2.
And we have 4 games left, right?
Magic number's 2 with 4 games left. Boston, I believe, has 3 games left.
Now, we have 1 game in hand. That's why they may be saying that it's 1. I've heard reports that it was 1 or 2 because a tiebreaker, if we end up with a dead-ass tie, then it goes to us because we have the tiebreaker. I don't know. I know games 1 and 2 of the playoffs at the Trop are sold out.
I mean, just thinking about it, the fact that they could actually win 100 games this season.
No, I don't think they can.
They can't.
They can't?
They're 95 and 62. So
I thought they were 96.
99.
99. But it's going to be the largest. They tied last night by winning their 95th game, and the difference between what they won last year and this year ties the 91 Braves in the biggest turnaround in the history of baseball. Did you know that?
They're having a huge thing at Straw Park on Monday.
You've got to be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I got goosebumps right now. I am so proud of this. You know, not only am I proud of the ball players. Obviously, it starts with Joe Madden, and it goes to each and every guy that's on the roster, and it goes to the minor leaguers as well. It really does. But I'm most proud of, and I don't think a lot of media people have taken this stance. I'm most proud of the ownership that got Namali out of here. And his penny pinching, just, sucking off the public, whatever.
Yeah, you got a young guy, Andrew Friedman, who's, like 32, 33 years old?
Is it the Silvermans and the Freemans, right?
Yep.
I mean, these people have just been
crazy.
Wonderful. Everything from the scouting department and Don Zimmer and everything from, hell, the play-by-play guys and Dwayne Stan. Those guys are just great. Everybody's great. The Rays are great. Heather French in the PR department and the marketing department, man. It's just... The organization is really, 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 really well run, and it could not happen to a better bunch of young owners than these people.
Yeah, it all came together this year.
And we don't. And I hate to say this, man, we don't need a new stadium. We don't.
I agree.
You know what? Let's have a plan, like in 8 years or 6 years or 9 years, that we start working on one. But we don't have to do a knee-jerk reaction right now. To a new stadium. All we needed was a product, and we have that product.
I'll tell you what, Sunday when I was at the game, and it was about 112 degrees outside,
right? And
I stepped inside there, and it was about 72. It was awfully nice.
Exactly. Now, Brent, we're in the playoffs. It's at this juncture we're going to see whether we're the wild card or we're the division champs. Which basically the difference is there is you have 2 compared to possibly 3 games. A game 5 would go back to Tampa if we are division leaders. And it could be against the White Sox. But the bottom line is, no matter how far we make it, we've obviously, even if we get beat in the first round, which I don't hope that. But no matter how far we make it, we obviously are a team to be reckoned with at this juncture, at least for this fiscal year. Now, do you think that they'll be aggressive in free agents? And do you think that the demeanor of people that was, very tabooish to come, you always got the Wade Boggs and the Fred McGriffs and the Jose Cansecos when they were winding it up the last 2 years of their career to come here. Can we be a major player in free agency now? Not only money-wise, but just also, players' thinking-wise.
Yeah, I think players will be willing to come here. I think I think the young and up-and-coming players like the Dan Uglas of the world, they'll be coming up from the Marlins.
Right.
I think guys like that who wouldn't have considered us the Rays before, I think they're definitely going to put the Rays on their list because of Madden, because of the owners.
Well, and also, it's a nice place to live.
So, yeah, it's a beautiful place to live. The taxes aren't bad here.
No state taxes,
right? So I think that
actually, Spice, a lot of players like coming here because when you're talking about tens of millions of dollars and you're not getting dinged an extra 2 or 3 points on the state side, that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
I know a lot of boxers back in the day. There was a loophole for years. I know Tyson and some of the guys would set up shell corps out of Florida and get paid through Florida, so they didn't have to pay state taxes in New Jersey and what have not.
The players get dinged in various states wherever they play. They got to pay the different
Brent?
tax rates.
I didn't know if you knew that. Jim Martin, our accountant, told me.
Really?
No, I don't. Manson, I bet you didn't know that. You want to hear this?
Yeah.
When you play for the NFL, which would be 8 games out of your state, when you play for the NBA, which is whatever you play in professional athletics, they take every state that you played in, and you have to pay state tax in that state. Did you know that? Like, for instance, if you're the Dallas Cowboys, you will have to pay 1/16 of your salary, according to Wisconsin state tax stuff, because you played a game in Wisconsin.
Oh,
Did you know that?
No, what a nightmare.
So say you're playing in New York where the taxes are really high.
Yeah,
right.
You're paying New York taxes.
Well, every
dude,
time,
that's it.
and every time the Tampa Bay Devil Rays go, every time the Rays go to New York and play the Yankees, they have to pay their if they played 12 times up there, 1/12 of their. Or 12, yeah,
12 game, taxes on 12 games.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to pay the city tax too,
and every
county tax,
city, what have not. That's why these poor players, they make millions. These guys may have $250,000, $300,000, $400,000 CPA bills at the end of the year because you got to understand it's unbelievable.
And then on top of that, if you take a low payroll team like the Rays, for the most part, we're still very, very low payroll. Yeah, you're looking at these guys that play for minimum of let's call it $400,000. You've got your regular taxes on that, and then plus on that when you play out of time. These guys are walking away. It's still good money, but
usually
they're walking away $150,000 a year.
You want to hear this? It's usually, I've heard this before, between 45 and 54% is all after they get done paying. That's before they, have any expenses with regards to legal. It's usually a player that makes that kind of money that has to do this sort of thing. Between 45 and 54% is what they end up getting. So, if you make $2 million, they'll make $1 million too.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Well, and it's also because they put the league encourages them to put their money. They pay the maximum into Social Security. They pay the maximum into life insurance. A lot of these guys, they want to take care of their families and stuff like that, so they start off early because the league encourages them to do that. So again, they're putting all their money into kind of spreading it around.
9 o'clock hour today. More toplessness from the lovely girls of 2001. We're going to have Wii games. We have the Wii Fit and also the Wii Dance, Danny Tarot, Solid Gold, whatever the hell.
Dance Revolution.
Is Sexy Thick going to be here, do you know?
I don't know who's going to be here. I know it's girls from 2001. Enough for me.
Fantastic. Let me get these out of the way early. I gotta be a little bit more timely today.
If you think he was heavy-handed in that situation, then you have a lot to learn. More of the Bubba Radio Network after this.
Right now is the best time to join Sirius. Our 69 music channels have never been better, with limited engagements like Bruce Springsteen's E Street Radio. And they're all 100% commercial-free. NASCAR's in full swing, and our 24/7 coverage means you won't miss out. Plus the NBA. Get the NFL all year long, including training camp coverage of every team. Don't miss the best in talk, and you won't want to miss Howard Stern this summer. You've always wanted it. Now's the best time to join over 17 million listeners. Sirius Satellite Radio. The best radio on radio.
I think the biggest surprise in driving the Ford F-150 is how much I really like the vehicle.
We knew that people who don't drive a Ford would be surprised by Ford. So we went from town to town and friend to friend, inviting real people to drive one.
I hate to say it, but I like it more than I like my Chevy.
Wow, you feel like you have a true beast of a truck.
The bed's enormous.
It is. It's huge.
So I think anybody who needs a truck would love a Ford F-150.
Now get 0% financing plus $1,000 cash back. That's 0% plus $1,000 back. Visit your neighborhood Ford store and drive one today.
Help keep 25 Cent employed.
Why you use my government name, man?
Buy your Bubba gear at BubbaArmy.com.
That's exactly what I said.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Bubba has been digitized for your listening pleasure. Download your favorite Bubba bits from iTunes. This is the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Dave, you're getting too close.
He's lulling him into a false sense of security. The snake is.
He's really getting curled up. He's getting a lot. Dave,
the snake's working you.
Dave, you're getting too close. He's giving you the rattler. Dave, I'm serious.
Here he goes.
Oh.
He almost got
He said,
Dave
forget
on
about
that
that balloon, buddy. I see a hand here.
He didn't go for he went for your hand there, Dave. I don't like this. If you don't bite here in the next couple seconds, I'm going to pretty much...
Oh! Yes!
You are listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Steve Stamkos, the rookie phenomenon out of Canada. Well,
how'd he look?
Where else are you going to be if you're going to be a good hockey player? It ain't like you're going to be from Brooklyn or nothing. Steve Stamkos from Warsaw, Indiana. Not.
How'd he look?
Well, I guess he threw a top shelfer last night. They beat the Rangers in exhibition 3-2, and I guess he scored his first NHL goal last night. And I guess they went. The Fox 13 went and interviewed him, but the goal I guess was woof. upper top shelf laser. Here's play-by-play and Chip Carter.
The Lightning will play the Rangers a lot in the next week. They played them tonight. They will play them again on Thursday in a preseason game. And then both teams go to Prague, where they will play each other twice to open up the regular season.
A little worried about the Prague trip, man. That's one hell of a hike.
Yeah, you got to go all the way to the Czech Republic. I mean, that's kind of nonsense that they make these teams do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're at a distinct disadvantage already. Go ahead, Spice. I'm sorry.
I talked to a few players about that, and they are excited.
They are?
Yeah, the ones I talked to, they're all about going to Prague, if you know what I'm saying.
They're all about it.
You know why they're excited?
Sure, they're
yes, I do.
9,000 miles away from their significant others.
No, in Prague, the one that's in Prague?
Oh, well, hold on. Hold on.
Chicks.
Not only that, hot
whores.
Yes.
Hot whores, hot Czech chicks, and hot Czech hockey group. I mean, like hockey.
That's the spot to be.
Yeah, hockey over there is like football, or it's the end all be all. They don't have Americanized football. They don't have Americanized basketball. They don't have Americanized baseball. They only have hockey.
Hockey and soccer, and those Czech chicks are hot.
Over there. Pick it up. No score.
I think that Czech and Swedish bitches may be the hottest breed of women ever.
Man, those
other than what breed Megan Fox is. What breed is she? Is she just white trash with a dye? What is she?
Yeah, I'd go with that. She's just hot white trash.
I can do without the sleeved up tattoo. And Angelina Jolie used to be on my top, but she's gotten just. I mean, how many more kids you got to have out of that little frail body?
I mean,
plus that speed bump of a mole she's got. Yeah.
Is that getting on your nerves finally?
I'm over her.
Bolts on the move. Barry Melrose doesn't want to see his team just dumping the puck in, and they don't. Evgeny Artukin with his shot.
Danny Artukin.
Ryan Craig buries the rebound. 1-0 Bolts. Steven Stamkos with his team on the power play. Get used to seeing that, because this is his signature shot from the corner. It's also his first goal as a Lightning off the power play. 2-0 Bolts. And I just want you to watch the last goal, because it's just a passing clinic. It's just beautiful to watch. Look at that.
Now, I guess, man, a lot of, little bit of naysayers before Barry Melrose came to town, that maybe the game has passed him by. He hadn't coached since the 90s out in L.A., but from all accounts, he has really, really turned training camp into some old school, like, fundamentals, physicality, conditioning type deal. I guess they spend 60% of their practice conditioning for the third period.
That's great.
What they needed to do.
That's where you got to turn it on.
This guy is on it. The players like him. There is a new sense of enthusiasm here. The new owners, I guess, are unbelievable. I have a guy that works in the front office, good friend of mine, Jim Menino. He's like, there's a lot of excitement going on right now. This Barry Melrose guy is very approachable, very media savvy. He came from ESPN Hockey Night.
Yep.
Good guy. And, I'll tell you that Lynn Barry guy, Spice, was a breath of fresh air.
He was awesome.
He may be the first, other than the guy from the Ravens.
David Modell.
David Modell, the owner of the Ravens, when the Ravens beat the Giants for the Super Bowl. With the Giants, yeah.
Yep.
He's I think it's the only owner of a major franchise we've ever had on the show. Most of them tend to shy away from anything, not just controversy, but just anything in general. But the Lynn Barry guy, what a nice guy. You know what? I wouldn't mind going to see some hockey games this year.
Definitely, man.
And Manson, Jim Menino told me, anytime your kid's going to come out to a hockey game or whatever, carte blanche.
Oh, the kids love it.
10 St. Louis, 3-0 Bolts. Lightning take the Rangers 3-2, and Stamkos gives us a rundown on how he wants to handle the season.
To be the best player that I can be and stick with the club.
God, he sounds so young, does he not?
He is.
Is he like 18, 19, Spice?
I think he's 19.
Yeah, I think 19.
My number one goal, obviously. Things are looking good right now with playing with great guys like Malone and Verbatim. Just be an impact player. I don't want to be a guy that just comes in here and is just on the team just because of where I was drafted. I want to be an impact player, put points on the board, and that's what my job is, and also play well defensively, and things are going well so far.
Now, I don't know what his romantic situation is like, Steve Stamkos, but Spice, can you imagine if the gentleman would happen to be a single man here in Tampa, Florida?
He's going to get all of LeCavier's leftovers.
You'd have to almost hire some dude
to filter through it all?
Just to be your
little taste tester?
Ass liaison. I don't know about a taste tester. And I'll tell you, man, our Rays, God, it's an exciting time. Bucks are doing good. Jaguars, although 1-2.
They turned it around Sunday. I felt it.
Although 1-2, man, the team does not reflect the record. I promise you that.
Well, one loss was to the Buffalo Bills at the end of the game. The Bills are 3-0, so they're no slouch.
Right.
And then that first game, man, that was maddening. They really should have won that game.
And then they beat but I'm a little bit leery as to how good the Colts may really be.
But still winning a game on the road in the NFL.
No, I'm not downplaying it. I'm just saying. In fact, I think Jags are far better of a team than their 1-2 record represents.
The team the Jags lost to them in Tennessee. The Titans are 3-0 leading that division. The Titans aren't that bad. Man.
I mean, we got to be the greatest state in the world right now, sports wise. Let's just go through it. Okay, hold on. Let's take baseball. We got the Rays. Now, I don't think the Marlins in it or no?
They're out.
All right.
So but they did a decent season by Marlins standards.
Now, Dan Ugla, he is a free agent. I wonder if he'd come to Tampa.
When he was on our show, he said
no way.
He said he wouldn't, but now, I think he might have changed his mind.
Now, can you see the Rays possibly want to get rid of Aki and get an Ugla in there? Maybe.
You know why? Because Ugla is a power-hitting second baseman, man.
Not only that, though, but Aki, prior to playing second, played third, so he's a utility guy. You keep him on as utility. When Bartlett gets tweaked or when, Longoria needs a day off, you put Aki in there. He's got the range of a shortstop.
Yep.
They only put him at second because they had Evan Longoria.
Yep.
So you bring Ugla in, you put him at second, you keep, and then you got utility at Aki. So anyway, Marlins, whatever. But anyway, Rays, Major League Baseball, we got a team going to the playoffs.
Which is huge. That's huge.
And then you look at football. You know what? Miami's rebounding, and the Dolphins are rebounding. Jaguars are good. Record does not represent how good they really are. And the Bucks are 2-1. And pulled one out in Chicago. So
that's huge. On the road to get that win is huge for the Bucks.
Early on, we look good after 3 games. If you look at NCAA football, Florida's what, 3 or 4?
They're number 4, and they're 3-0 and just went to Tennessee and won. So
Miami's on the rebound, and Florida State until they finally wake up and let you know that you just need to put Bobby in the nursing home. I don't know if I got anything for you. You only scored 3 points against Wake Forest. Wake Forest is tough, but Florida State should not be getting beat by Wake Forest. I mean, you got the mecca of recruiting down here. Give me a break.
Yep, and the Miami Hurricanes are a good team. They're
rebounding, my friend. I'm telling you, the days of them being ass bags are over.
The Bulls.
And the USF Bulls, who are the favorite to win the Big East at this point.
Yeah, and they're top 15 rated.
Yep.
So, you got them. Very, very, very sorry for the disrespect of forgetting Matt Grothy and my boy Mike Simmons, Big Swede, the offensive line coach. We'll have him in next week, okay?
Yep, that sounds great.
All right, so then you look at basketball. Heats, they're done for the most part. They didn't do anything. Magic damn near gave it a run.
Yep,
and they may be on the rebound.
Yeah, they're decent.
And then you look at hockey. I don't know about the Panthers situation, but there's a lot of excitement right now. Well, with regards to the new ownership and the amount of money and the free agent posturing that the Lightning did.
Yeah, I mean it's going well for us.
Right now the Rays are this close to sealing up the division title. Really the question is no longer if they win the division, it is when they win the division. It could come as early as tomorrow. Now the Rays played 2 in Camden Yards. They coasted through the first game.
First time, Spice, in the history of the franchise that they won a doubleheader. We had never in 10 years ever won a doubleheader.
Man.
Manson, I got to watching that game last night. That's got to be tiring for the guys.
Yeah.
Almost like doing 2 radio shows a day.
That is. That's a long day.
Can you imagine, next time Aubrey calls Spice and calls you a pussy for doing radio, say, Aubrey, imagine doing a doubleheader every day.
I can't even compare the two. I think what we do is tougher.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
consider. Hold on, Aubrey. When you're a DH, I mean, he bats on a doubleheader. He would literally just go to the plate 8 times. That's it.
Keep chilling.
Taking Baltimore 5-2. In the second game, let's pick it up. Rays down 5-1 in the 8th, and they send 10 to the plate. They're
down 5-1 in the 8th, and they send 10 up.
And completely around, and it all started.
And most of it started with 2 outs. Did you know that, Manson?
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
With 2 outs.
Yeah.
If you can believe it. Take a look at it.
My wife got so mad at me last night. She's like, honey, why don't you go to bed? It's 11:20.
Yeah, you've really become obsessed with the Rays games.
I'm a huge Rays fan. I love a winner.
It's 5-2, and Evan.
I just think this is a great Cinderella story, man. I mean, we've been just horrible for so many years. I mean, it's like one of the most losingest franchise in the entire ever. And for them to do this, man, with on the backs of not that much money, we didn't go out and buy our way, but instead we did it the right way. We got new management in place
and let him dictate what he wants.
We went and got a guy that's a seasoned 30-year veteran out of the Angels and Joe Madden. And then we went and got young players. We didn't go out and buy any high dollar. We didn't do it the Yankees way or the way the Marlins did it a few years ago. We didn't go out and buy a championship. We cultivated it.
And on top of that, I mean, if you think back just a few years back, people were talking about the possibility of Tampa not being here.
Right.
A
few months
Rays
back.
saying, hey, you know what, we're out of here.
Longoria with 2 outs, home run. So now it is 5-3 Rays, and look who likes it in the blue sweater, Stuart Sternberg. Jason Bartlett gets it through, 5-4 Rays, and Stu likes it. Now Deanna Navarro delivers a single, 6-5 Rays, and they keep the camera cutting back to Stuart Sternberg, who now is just laughing. B.J. Upton keeps it going. 7-5 Rays.
I think Crawford is better and can play now.
That's
great. Stu Sternberg's got to be the happiest owner in baseball right now. That's the final, 7-5. So the Rays' magic number is now 2. That means they could seal up the division title tomorrow if they win and Cleveland beats Boston, Mark, and that can certainly happen.
They did. They kept panning that camera back to Stu Sternberg every 2 seconds.
I think that there might have been more fans at Berlin's volleyball game last night than were at Baltimore.
Definitely.
You could literally
dead.
Yeah, it was like this. You could hear.
That's best is because you can hear the hecklers because there's nobody in this. Just one guy for the whole time. It's ridiculous.
Right here. Let's go. Oh, there's one guy.
Drunk.
Remember
I wish
last
I had
year?
finished that game. That pisses me off.
Oh, my God. It was a great
left
game.
after 7. I just missed it.
JP Howell came in and held him for 2. Brent, remember last year? I got to do some words. I want to get really caught up today. Remember last year? We're at Lambeau Field, man. The place is packed, and all we hear is, beer man, beer man, beer man. and he wouldn't sing it along with the regular words, and the guy was like 3 rows back, and he was all by himself, and he wasn't handicapped, but he was sitting in a handicapped wheelchair area, and he was like going, I need a beer man, beer man. Beer man, where are you, beer man? And everybody just started, and he was on an island all by himself. He wasn't watching the ball game. I don't even know where he was.
Those Packer fans, man.
Remember that, Brent?
Oh, yeah, that was great. Those Packer fans were putting away the beer, man.
I mean, you'd hear, he'd go, beer man, beer man, beer man. Where is the beer man? Beer man, beer man, beer man. I mean, he just wanted a beer in the worst way.
That's all that was all. He had beer on the brain.
Let me get caught up. It's the Bubba the Love Sponge show. Rock 105 Jacksonville, 102.5 The Bone, Tampa. Phone lines, 1-888-69-BUBBA.
Hey, Clear Channel. Did you hear that? Okay, just checking. This is the Bubba Radio Network.
Yeah, I can fly.
It was his greatest invention.
Finally outdid yourself, Tony.
Peace. Until it fell in the wrong hands.
None with a dozen of these could rule the world. I'm not gonna let it happen.
My turn.
What's going on here?
Let's face it, this is not the worst thing you've caught me doing.
Rated PG-13.
say thanks for making Subway footlongs famous, get any piled high regular footlong for just $5. $5 footlongs. Hurry, a celebration this great won't last long. At Subway.
Here are the rules. Everything is on the table and nothing is off limits, including your body.
What started out as a recreational kind of deal turned into a little bit of a problem now, did it not?
This is the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
You got to have a motorcycle endorsement just to buy a motorcycle starting July 1st. I mean, they dabble in everybody's life. More of this, less this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. Buy this, buy that, have this insurance, have that insurance. Get taxed here, get taxed there. When are we going to step in and say, listen, man, we're going to have to regulate in some way, shape, or form the profits that the oil companies are making?
So let me get this straight. You want me to step in and do something that's going to decrease the profits of the oil company?
Yeah.
Not going to happen.
You are listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
By the way, Ned, Howard just played, I guess, your new song.
What new song?
Your Behind Bars deal.
I didn't know he even had it.
They have.
Well, hold on. He's got everything.
Well, I didn't know he wanted it. That's great.
Well, no, he didn't have to want. He just has. He goes, hey, interns 1 through 47.
He goes, Gary, get me
this. Probably listening to the other situation, and he probably heard it, and he probably told Gary, "I'll find it for me, my friend."
That's quite an honor.
And they
Boy,
log
it
our,
is.
they
for an
log our
old-timer
show.
like me.
Yeah, they transcribe and log.
They transcribe and log our show.
Really?
Every day. Oh yeah.
No, seriously, man.
No, seriously. If you
transcribe every word.
No, every word. In fact, if Howard could say, "Hey, listen, I want to know." I think Bubba and Manson Meta said something at about 6:23 yesterday. Tell me what it was.
That's what the interns are doing there, man.
Yeah.
Really?
If you walk back into their compound, like when we were up there, and go, "What are you doing there?" Go, "We're logging and transcribing your show."
Yep. I mean, it's unbelievable. it really is. Hold on, I got a guy, Jack from Newport Richie. Jack, how are you?
Hey, Bubba, how's it going?
Hold on, let me see. I can barely hear. Jack, go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, how's it going, Bubba?
What kind of?
What kind of? Talk about Walmart and the economy and how all these problems are going on. With
What kind of
people
phone
like
is this
Walmart
guy on?
putting out
What kind of phone are?
business, mom and pop places.
What kind of phone are you on?
I got a cell phone.
Jesus. Now, what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about Walmart. How they keep putting these mom and pop places out of business.
You want to talk about Walmart and how they? I think it's
how it's messing up our economy.
I think it's the protection that we got them on. Let me see this. Let me see this any better. Is that any better?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to talk about Walmart and how they're running mom and pop businesses out of town? Is that what you said?
What you said? Yeah, they're running places out of business, and nobody's really talking about it. But that's one of the reasons our economy is in bad shape.
You're going to blame our economy on Walmart?
I think Walmart being a discount retailer helps people save money.
First of all, I'm going to let you go, sir, because your connection is horrible. But I'll give you my rebuttal on the air on that. Okay, sir?
They're rolling back prices.
Let me tell you
and
something,
I'm loving
it. Here's my opinion. Here's my opinion on this. First of all, America votes with its wallet every day. And if Walmart wasn't doing something right and wasn't, in my opinion, great for the economy and great for consumers, then nobody would go.
Yeah, that's
and there's
the
a
thing,
reason why they're. I'm sorry, Spice. Go ahead.
No. You're exactly right. I mean, the marketplace dictates on whether or not a place will last or not.
Right. And I mean, I love Walmart because I can go to Walmart with Tyler or Heather or whomever, and there's nothing that I can't get or find. I want a flat screen TV.
Boom.
Walmart. I want some oil for my car.
Boom.
Boom. I need a new spark plug for my lawnmower. Heather wants to get some dish pan. I mean, it doesn't matter. Manson, go ahead.
Yeah, Donna hits the grocery store section, and we,
sporting goods,
and the kids go crazy in the sporting goods, and the toys, and the videos.
I mean,
while you're getting your tires changed. It's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, and all these. I'm sorry, but our country was built upon, have a free enterprise, and the mom and pop places. There's room for them as well. But I mean, I can't. Walmart to me, man, is unbelievable, and I find there's not a person in this room right now. I swear to you, and everybody comes in different shapes or sizes. There's not a person in this room right now that doesn't go to Walmart. If so, be heard. No, everybody.
I like to go there at like 3 a.m. when I'm drunk.
Now one of the things
from pharmacy to
party. Yeah, speaking of the pharmacy, one of the things that they do that you may not know is for elderly people and people that can't afford the expensive prescription drugs, they have $4 prescriptions. You can get your prescription filled for $4.
You know what the problem is, man? Everybody in this country wants to hate. Nobody wants to say, you know what? Walmart does it right. Why can't we be happy for them? Why can't we look at Walmart as a service to the community? Because I'll tell you right now, Spice Boy, I needed to buy 3 flat screen TVs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I searched and searched, and I had Blitz, my buddy who does a lot of my research for me. He knows more about anything. He can find anything at any time on the internet for the best price ever and give you the consumer rating and the whole 9 yards. And guess where, after it was all said and done, I end up buying my flat screens TVs?
Walmart. Well, look, I mean, obviously they found a successful business model, and you can't hate on somebody for that.
And they were Sony's.
Yeah, a free market. You can't. If somebody has a successful business, they run a business that's in the black. You can't hate on them. And it's legal. It's a free business. It's a good business.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I looked into this because people have been leveling this charge for a long time.
Yeah.
So I looked.
I'm so over it.
So I looked into it and read up on it, and guess the actual economic impact is actually a positive when Walmart goes into smaller communities, especially because they create hundreds of jobs for those people that work in the community where those jobs weren't there before.
And not to mention that, but I mean, this guy called about and talked about the mom and pop places. I don't know what mom and pop places are going out of business because of that.
He's living in the 50s.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Jim's Hardware Store.
Jim's Hardware Store no longer exists anyways. And Jim's Hardware's been long gone way before Walmart came along. I mean, the last semi-small handyman store I remember was True Value.
The thing that pisses me off the most is that everybody wants to hate. Nobody wants to. I mean, everybody's like, "Oh, Walmart, it's the evil." They come in and they're a huge conglomerate. They're one of the largest companies in the world, and they come in and they move out mom and pop.
They come in with all their cheap prices
and their jobs.
Yeah, let's analyze that. Walmart, you know what they come in? Let me tell you the knock on Walmart. You ready? They create jobs in the marketplace.
I'm tired of them rolling back prices.
I'm sick of this rolling back prices stuff. And I'll tell you what I'm most mad about. When they build a new Walmart, there's probably 600-700 people that got a job to build it.
Unbelievable.
That's
bringing jobs.
Oh, I'll tell you one thing. I hate Walmart. They bring jobs to the community. They roll back prices. They build huge ass facilities, which lets the boys swing a hammer and concrete companies to mix. That's awful.
And you know what really pisses me off about Walmart?
What?
One-stop shopping.
Yeah,
See, I'm on the old school. I like to go to 50 different places if I need 50 different things.
That's right. I want to get in my car and roar up and down the road for 3 hours. Instead, I could have just stopped at Walmart. Hell no. I want to go to 57 different places.
If I need a key made, I go to the key making place.
Right. And
if I need tires changed, I go to the tire changing place.
If I need a pair of tennis shoes, I go to the Bonafide standalone shoe store.
Exactly. And if I need produce, I go to Karen's Produce.
Exactly. And if I need a prescription, I go to the mom and pop prescription place down the road, too. I ain't going to Walmart where I can get it all done in about 45 minutes. Hell no. And that rolling back prices stuff, that should be illegal.
Them and their smiley faces.
They're up to something. You shouldn't be able to offer stuff that they're buying it from somewhere. They're dealing in the stolen goods, I heard.
I don't like these deals.
Manson, I know. I've seen Hogan at Walmart. In fact, let me tell you, I've been to Hogan. I've been to Walmart with Hogan.
Everybody goes to Walmart.
And you know what? And if you don't, you're a liar. and if you hate on it, then you're you're even more of a dick. Because the bottom line is, how can you hate on Walmart? How can you hate on them?
Even that episode of South Park, when they were trying to say bad things about Walmart, but it ended up being a positive episode for Walmart.
Richard from Bradenton.
It's great.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up?
Go ahead, buddy.
I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller. I just wanted to chime in about that Walmart thing.
Yeah.
If I saw this thing on MSNBC one night where the buyers for Walmart, they actually encourage their distributors to purchase overseas products. Anything made in America, they kind of tend to stray away from because of price. That's how they keep their prices down, but that also affects our economy as well.
Listen to me, buddy. I appreciate this whole big kabuki theory with regards to Walmart, but me as a consumer, my friend,
I like to pay more or less, rather.
I mean, at the end of the day, who cares? They're a great business template. They got the best prices, whether it comes from tires to oil changes to prescriptions to produce to flat screen TVs. And again, I'm sick and tired of the media finding some dark cloud in a great story. I mean, okay, what's worse, Brent? The trillions and trillions of dollars we as a country have to borrow from China, or the fact that we're buying some durable goods from China? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
We can't buy every stinking last thing we make from Americans. We can't. I would love it to be that way.
Well, we don't make that much anymore,
no,
so
we
we really don't have a choice.
Right. You're exactly
That's
right.
true.
You're exactly right.
We don't make anything anymore in America.
Cher, Tampa. Go ahead, Cher.
Hey, Bubba. Good morning, guys. I actually was just going to say the same thing that the last guy said, is that, Walmart definitely does bring in a lot of money to certain areas, bringing the opportunity to build the Walmart, providing jobs to those communities. But, yeah, just like the last caller said about buying the goods from China or overseas just to get it at a lower price, that does kind of affect things.
Ma'am, do you shop at Walmart?
Do you shop at Walmart?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, Cher, let me ask you a question, Cher. I'm not defending Walmart. Let me ask you a question, Cher. How pissed would you be right now? Let's look at something that maybe possibly Walmart could import from wherever, okay? Whatever that may be. Okay, let's talk about a Sony flat screen TV. And you know what? You went to go buy that Sony flat screen TV, and it was made in America, and it was $1,700. How pissed would you be, and how mad would you be at Walmart, Brent, if the guy down the store that bought his from China was $714?
You'd be out of business.
You'd be like, Brent, guess what?
What?
Walmart sucks, man. They gouged me $1,000 on a flat screen TV. I went 3 doors down the road, and it was $798. Walmart charged me $1,700. Now, granted, it was made in Grand Rapids, Michigan. But hey, I'd rather pay $1,000 more for this TV and know that it was made in America.
I don't know one person that would rather pay $1,000 more.
It sounds good in principle, and it sounds good for MSNBC to do a ball busting segment on it, Cher, and it sounds good for you to chime in on my show, but it just doesn't make sense. They can't win for losing.
Yeah,
because
when it comes down to it, you're going to buy that cheaper television.
They can't win for losing, because if Walmart was to buy everything from America and their prices would go up 30%,
they go out of business.
And everybody would be like, man, Walmart, their price go, man, the bottom line is they could buy stuff cheaper. I know they could. They got buying power second to none.
I'm
over it.
Like, for example, I bought my hat that I'm wearing off the Saints website.
Right.
Okay, and this is an embroidered hat.
Right.
It is made in Bangladesh, and I found out there are no embroidered hats made in America.
Well, not only that,
None.
Brent, but and the bottom line is, I mean, are you going to now hate the New Orleans Saints or the NFL Football Association?
No.
Nobody wants to be happy.
I'm happy. I was going to Berlin soccer game Saturday, and we get halfway there, and she goes, I forgot my cleats. And I'm like, oh, man, Walmart. so we run into a Walmart. We go to the shoe section, and I'm like, I don't even know if they have cleats,
Oh, of course they got cleats. Of course they got Rawlings cleats, man. I tell you that right now. I've been there 100 times.
Exactly. So we find this little section, and there's Rawling cleats, and it just happened to have a size 4.
Boom.
Bam. We run out to the car. She makes it 5 minutes before the game.
Does everybody in this room wear Nikes at some point?
Oh, yeah.
Leonard.
Did you know that almost no pair of Nikes is made in America?
Yeah.
No, of course.
Well, you can feel the quality. They're obviously not made in America.
Leonard from Newport Richie. Leonard.
Hey, how you doing, guys? Hey,
Good,
listen,
buddy.
I was watching not too long ago, about a couple days ago, Brian Gumbel had a segment on Walmart, and this is how bad the media attacks certain actual companies in America that are actually doing good. They got them under investigation now for extorting kids over in India making soccer balls, and Walmart being a big conglomerate of actual America. Actually, now they're under investigation for actually saying that Walmart's behind the extortion of kids making the soccer balls that Walmart actually buys over here.
Yeah, and where else can you buy soccer balls in the world? In America, anywhere, any sporting goods store, any Dick's Sporting Goods. You use it against, but you know what? Guess who has to take the bad rap?
Walmart.
The big guy,
Yep.
Walmart. And I'm over it. I'm sick and that's why I brought this up today. I'm sick and tired of it. The Walmart is like the Bubba the Love Sponge of radio. Everybody listens to me, but I'm the bad guy because I'm doing well. Manson, do you agree?
100%.
Everybody goes to Walmart.
All listen.
I mean, now how mad would you be, Brent, if your local Walmart closed down?
Oh, I'd be real mad.
I'd be like, you got to be kidding me. I used to be able to go to Walmart and get all this stuff for one at a better price and one-stop shopping, and they closed it down. I would be madder about that.
I would too.
Walmart is the Bubba the Love Sponge of whatever. I'm sick and tired of it. It's Jimmy from Lakeland. Hi.
Hey, Bubba.
Yes.
I work at a Sam's Club, and they built the entire template to support small businesses. That's all they do.
You're talking about Walmart and Sam's. You're talking about the corporate company and Walmart, Sam's Club.
Yeah, corporate company as a whole, they come in, they support the small businesses. They also are big donations to the sheriff's office, local PDs, everything.
All right, well, I agree. 100% agree. Spice, I hate to do it to him, too, but I'm going to get one out of the way, so I'm way, way, way ahead, okay?
Sounds good.
Bubba the Love Sponge Show, Rock 105, Jacksonville, 102.5, The Bone, Tampa.
Still blowing smoke rings, always have and always will.
Get ready. Hey, what's up? This is Daddy X from the Cottonmouth Kings, stoned out of my mind right here. So you can see what happened when we were on the Bubba Love Sponge Show at BubbaRaw.com.
The Bubba Radio Network will return after this.
You deserve a meal made for men. Introducing Taco Bell's Big Box Meal. A bean burrito, crunchy taco, cinnamon twist, a large drink, and featuring the Bacon Club Chalupa. Eat like a man.
Auto insurance wasn't something I used to get animated about until I switched to Esurance.
Paul is an actual Esurance customer. Here we go, Paul.
With competitive rates and quote-by-print convenience, Esurance makes it easy to save time and money on car insurance.
And don't forget, if you ever run into any trouble, special agents are here to help you 24/7.
Who knew I could be so drawn to my auto insurance company?
Take a fresh look at your auto insurance. Get your quote from Esurance today.
Hi, this is Captain Andy from the Deadliest Catch. Get all your Bubba gear now at BubbaArmy.com.
This is the...
Got so many things going through my head. My opinion, and I didn't think that it was going to be this much of a hot topic, but I guess everybody wants to chime in on the Walmart deal, so I'll answer your phone calls. And then let's move on. I got a ton of stuff to handle. I didn't think this was going to be the Walmart show. By the way, I got a, which I don't have a problem with, I got a text from my boy Caesar. Now, Caesar owns Rubber City, right, Spice? Mm-hmm. Down there, which is right down, which is but it's a mom and pop tire store.
It's literally right down the street from a big Walmart.
It's a 3-bay tire store on South 34th Street. And here's what he just texted me. Ready? Bubba, being a mom and pop biz owner of a tire store for over 20 years, I was very, very worried and actually signed a petition, an anti-Walmart petition when they opened up just down the street from me. Boy, I couldn't have been more wrong. Turned out to be great. It brought a ton of traffic to St. Pete. My business, even in these bad economic times, has gone up, attributed to being down the street from Walmart. They give us several referrals a week. They don't sell the variety of stuff that we do. And the tire techs actually send people down to my store.
So that's a positive for Caesar.
Yeah. A small tire store right down the street from Walmart. And that guy's the owner of it.
That makes sense.
He even said he signed a petition when they were trying to, posture to come to town, and he said, I couldn't have been more wrong. This is Jack from Lakeland. Jack, go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Good. Again, I'm going to take a few phone calls. Let's move on then, okay? Because, I got a lot of things to handle. But anyway, go ahead, Jack. I got Jack, Jessica, Phil, and John. I'll get to all you guys. Go ahead, Jack.
I just got off of work, and I was listening to you and all that crap that was going on about Walmart. And I actually work at Walmart, and I agree with all you guys. I would still be in my parents' house if it wasn't for Walmart, because I'm only 20. I have, no work history if it wasn't for it. And they just hire me right on. Because, they hire anybody, as long as you're a good worker, And, if it wasn't for it, I'd be without a job.
Thanks, Jack. Sounds like it. Phil from Orlando. Phil from Orlando.
Yeah, Bubba,
Hi.
I just wanted to mention. Yeah, hey, Bubba, I just wanted to mention all these people that are complaining that Walmart should buy America. I wonder how many of them are driving Toyotas or Hondas or Hyundais or whatever. And all this, it's just a global economy. And what about the American companies that have things built overseas and shipped back to America? So
How
they
about
just got to
the-
get over it. And
How about the trillions of dollars as a country that we borrow from China? How about the trillions of dollars? What's worse, Brent? Buying durable goods that we resell in America from China, or borrowing money and being indebted for life to them? What's worse?
Borrowing the money. Buying goods, trade has been, a worldwide practice for years. So.
John, Fort Myers. Hi, John.
hey, Bubba, what's going on?
Good, buddy.
Hey, yeah, I live out in actually a rural part of Fort Myers called Lehigh Acres, and that place, there's a Walmart there, and
my wife did a little stint there for a little while, and they told her that you have to work Saturdays and Sundays, otherwise we're not going to hire you. And because that place, we call it the zoo on the weekends, because, and this is not a shot against anybody, but the Mexicans that live in the rural areas and further inland, they all come to Walmart on Saturdays and Sundays, buy the truckloads, 15 per truck, and drop it off at Walmart to do their shopping. And if you try to do something, try to buy something at Walmart, you're going to be waiting a very long time, especially for gas prices. The gas is always go.
Again. Bitch, 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 bitch. Can you believe our society, Spice Boy? Nothing's good enough. Everything's negative. I don't want to go to Walmart because the Mexicans shop there. But I want to bitch when I go somewhere else and have to pay more. We're just a bunch of discriminating, racial bunch of bitches. All we want to do is bitch. I often think that you could be a multimillionaire if you just go to a store, if you set up a kiosk in the mall that says, for $1, you can tell me any bitch or complaint that you want. Just give me $1 and tell me what's wrong.
You would be a millionaire.
So it's almost the premise of therapy, is it not?
You know what? You're right. There's a lot of psychiatrists that are pretty rich.
I don't want to go to Walmart. There's too many Mexicans. I don't want to go to Walmart because when my wife, who didn't have a job, applied to Walmart, they said, you know what, ma'am, we're so busy that you may have to work on the weekends. Now, I don't know what's worse, not having a job or being the low man on the totem pole at Walmart and having a job with benefits and a good place to work on a place that's not going to, bounce your paycheck, that you know is going to be there every other Thursday for you on a paycheck deal. But you might have to work weekends.
Yeah. Hey, Susie, we're going to be pretty busy this weekend, so if you could come in, we're going to pay you.
Oh, okay.
So if you could come in and work, that'd be great.
Well, but see, I don't have a job now, and I'm not used to working Saturday and Sunday,
right,
so that
that's
might
what
be
I'm saying.
tough for me.
Well, here's the thing is you're going to have a job, and we're going to pay you.
Oh.
And we just need you to come in and work.
Well, see,
I missed the NASCAR race.
But see, I was thinking about having a job but not having to work weekends. Now, I know that I don't have a job now.
Right.
And I know that I don't have any skills, and I know that I got fired from and I know that you're giving me a shot of getting my life back together and getting benefits and getting some health care and all kinds of good stuff.
I understand your predicament, and if you don't want to work, there's plenty of people that do.
Well, I do, but I like to work on my terms. See, that's probably one of the reasons why I don't have a job now.
Yeah,
but
I think you're right, Susie.
I appreciate Walmart believing in me and giving me a shot, but I really like to have my Saturdays and Sundays
So you
off.
want a job, you just don't want to work when we need you to.
Well, yeah, I mean, I thought maybe Walmart
right.
would be able to work around
Mosey
me.
on.
Thank you. You know what? Let's be done with this Walmart deal. I didn't think it was going to get into a huge deal. This is Kingsland, Georgia. Jessica, last call with regards to Walmart. Go ahead.
All right. I just want to say that I live in an itty-bitty military town, and they just did a meeting at my Walmart. Well, I work there. I'm a cashier. And they said we've created, since we've gotten here, about 550 jobs for this itty-bitty area. And I came over from being a fry cook at McDonald's, and they said, well, here, you get the chance of the job, and it's got the great benefits. You get a little itty-bitty feel of a family. So, I mean, I don't see the problem of it.
God forbid that Walmart comes into Kingsland, Georgia, and creates 550 jobs. But we want to talk bad about them.
You know what? That's big for a community.
Besides the military, it's a military place. Besides the military, you tell me any employer in Kingsland, Georgia, that's going to employ half a thousand people.
And in military towns, a lot of times the spouses need to work as well because the military guys are way underpaid.
So I'm just so over people talking crap about Walmart. I'm over it. I'm over this negative. Everybody wants to be negative. God, we got enough.
Well, and see, the other thing about Walmart, the great thing about it is you can pay and say, I'm from Indiana. So I came down here with my husband, and they said, okay, we'll transfer you. And I filled out the transfer form. They gave me a little bit of time off to get settled, to get set up, to go to work. I got down here, around about Halloween. I go in on November 15th. They give you time off.
Fantastic.
They say, get set up.
Jessica, thank you so much. Yeah. Where else can you work, Brent? Where? You're working in Indiana. Your husband gets moved down to Kingsland, Georgia, in the military, and then you go to your company. Not too many. You go to your company and say, "Hey, listen, I'd like to transfer down to Kingsland, Georgia. All right, take a couple months off, get your act together, and get back after it." But that's a bad thing now, ain't it?
I think that's great especially for military families, which move a lot.
Moving on. And you know what? I don't want to get too conspiracy theory-ish. and I'm probably going to end up getting in a little bit of trouble for doing this. But hey, I can't help it. I can't keep my big mouth shut. I really can't. None of us can. Ned can't keep his shut. He was the subject of the majority of our FCC fines. I was the majority of. I was some of them. Manson got a couple.
I don't think I was a majority. 33%, I think.
Well, when you break it down amongst 5 people, I think that you would.
Yeah.
Get
All right, you got me, Hadley.
Yeah, you got me, Hadley. Also, he's just
trying to slip it by.
All he's doing is he's over there refreshing eBay. He's just over there refreshing eBay. So at the end of the day, man, we're guilty of really allowing you guys into our lives almost too much. So 2 weeks ago, after we get back from vacation, during that time, I get I shouldn't say sat down, but I get a stern talking to. I'm not going to mention whom, but, hey, listen, man, you need to back off on the Obama stuff. People don't listen to your show for political reasons. They listen to your show for, Bubba's type stuff. Well, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we have topless women in today playing Wii aerobics. There you go. God forbid we talk about subject matter that makes you think. God forbid I have an opinion about something, right? I mean, at the end of the day, Spice wasn't my career in Florida. I'm sorry, here in this town, built on having a difference of opinion or one that people usually don't agree with.
Yeah, that and topless women.
True. So I guess we can do a certain amount of both. Today at 9:10, topless we from the girls from 2001, by the way. Sexy thick with the oh, Spice, where do we stand with the bananas?
I'm sorry?
With the bananas.
Oh.
In the creative yesterday, I forgot to address that.
Yeah, you're right. I got to talk with Russ about that.
Yeah. Well, we do.
See if we can find a deal for that.
Brent, are you onto the banana boob phenomenon? Because I am.
I know what you're talking about.
The side sloper kind of deal?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Are you into that?
No, not really my thing.
See, Spice and I are. I'm into the side sloper deal, big time. Anyway.
Back to politics.
Back to politics. So I was sat down, man. I wasn't sat down. I just I was told, hey, listen, man, we are just getting a ton and ton and ton and ton of complaints with regards to you being this huge Barack Obama advocate. Historically, Bubba. And then I was told, no certain terms, you got to think that you're driving a wedge between your audience and these Republicans, these McCain supporters or whatever. These red right wing people are just fanatic and bitching about their favorite radio personality having a different opinion about our economy and our world and how we're governed. And they have let it be known. And I mean, it was, oof. Brent, you were in the middle of it.
Yes.
And it just absolutely befuddles me because prior to, and I'll just tell you right now, I'm voting for Barack Obama just because I need some change, man. Our country needs an abortion. You better not illegal. You better not make that illegal because our country needs one. Put a big vacuum over our entire country.
Although I was encouraged yesterday by the Republican Party. They gave me a little glimmer of hope.
Well, no, hold on. This has nothing to do with the party in itself.
I'm talking about on the national level. Yeah.
No, exactly.
They gave me a huge glimmer of hope.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I've contributed to 2 campaigns this election: a Republican and a Democrat. Happens to be the Democrats, the guy running for the president of the United States. Happens to be the Republicans running for Pinellas County Sheriff. One's white, one's black. Doesn't matter. There's no rhyme to reason as to who I contribute to. I try to pick the best candidate. I really do. I try to pick the guy. I don't vote straight Democrat or straight Republican. I vote who I feel as if the best person for the job is. Now, I'm going to give you my opinion, and I'm supposed to stay straight down the middle. But I'm going somewhere with this. And, but I mean, the hate Manson saw the hate email that we would get from these people and saying, Bubba, historically, man, you've always been Republican. You supported Bush the first time. You weren't on the air for the Kerry versus Bush because at the end of the day, man, as much as you supported Bush and their indecency crusade in 2004, they got you thrown off in 2003. I got thrown off in 2004.
2004, yep.
They got you thrown off, and the single highest, the show, the Bubba the Love Sponge show, the single highest one-time fine, indecency, obscene fine in the history of our federal government, FCC, $755,000. One time, Willie, you're out the door. Don't pass go. Good seeing you. Cancel Christmas. Kitchen's closed. You've been blackballed. You will never work again in regular radio. Then I had to go to satellite. Did work for and currently still work for the wonderful Howard Stern. That's going well. Has gone well. And thank you so very much. So then we make Cox believes in us. We come back here, do well. Within 30 days, go from 12th to 1st. Just like my premise and my talk about Walmart. The public votes with their wallet every day. If my show, our show, collectively was not successful, did not do well, could not garner ratings, nobody would listen, and it would take the FCC, the Republicans, the Democrats, or the next guy to get us thrown off the air because nobody would listen, and low ratings equals death when it comes to what we do. So the bottom line is, we have just really been run amok, and we're not pro-Republican, anti-Republican, pro-Democrat, anti-Democrat. We have enamored ourselves with this gentleman named Barack Obama because we collectively in this room think that he is the guy. Take the R and the D out of it. He is the guy that I think best represents my generation. And I have a lot of admiration for John McCain and his service to our country, but he's part of the problem. If you look at the problem in our country right now, and my phone lines are blowed up, and God, Jay O'Connell, the worldwide leader of Florida, my boss, is just going to get a ton of emails, and I'm going to be told to shut up yet again, but I can't stop. It's like eating. Look at me. I should almost say Spice. I should tell my bosses I can't stop anything. Look at my physical body. My body is not a wonderland. So, and I'm going somewhere with this. But John McCain, in my opinion, is absolutely the problem. It's the good old boy network, special interests, lobbying, dereg, stay the course. We're not that broken. I mean, hello? We are broken, man. We are effed up. And whether McCain, I'm sorry, and I've been saying all along, I feel if McCain would beat Barack Obama, then fine, the better man wins. And I feel sorry for him having to take over this turd. And I certainly feel sorry for if the guy that I like takes over our country because it's a turd. This is a turd that I don't necessarily know that if you can polish up and shove down the Americans' throats any longer. I will tell you this, man, the bailout thing has gotten all types of opposition. That has not gone well. The American public does not want Wall Street bailed out. We do not want to be in the bailout business.
No way.
We want to be in the, take responsibility business. If you're not smart enough to have the wherewithal to be able to run your business, we don't need, as Americans, to donate, contribute. I guess at the end of the day, I've heard figures between $1,500 and $5,000 per taxpayer person as to what this bailout is going to cost us.
No way.
We do not want to be responsible for that. We don't. Nobody does. Regardless of what your political party affiliation is, independents, Republicans, Democrats, we have major, very historically conservative senators that are going crazy, Republicans, that is, that I've seen all over this are going crazy saying, no way am I going to go for this bailout.
I loved that yesterday. It was for the first time.
That's what you said, man. I got a ton of respect for the Republicans, those guys. Go ahead.
Yeah, these Republicans, and I'm talking about Mr. Shelby from Alabama, Mr. Corker from Tennessee. All these Republicans and Democrats sat up there together yesterday and told the Treasury Secretary, no way are we going to do this on your terms. In no way are the bill. So Dick Cheney calls the Republicans that are against this up to his office yesterday. Did you know this?
No.
He calls the Republicans that are against this.
Do we have the Cheney Talk Spice, the one thing that I always play all the time for the morning show?
Yeah, let me see.
All right. So and just put that on my bottom button bar, 1 or 9.
Gotcha.
So Vice President Cheney calls these Republicans up there that are railing against the bailout.
And now, hold on. I'm going to tell you something right now, man. The biggest problem you have isn't necessarily the chimpanzee that you've propped up to lead the country. It's this guy.
Yep.
This guy is pure ass evil.
Yep.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm shot out of a cannon.
I just want you to be armed with this information, and this is what gives me some hope that the Republican Party will come back and be the party that it always was. Is they went up there and Dick Cheney tried what he did with the Iraq War, and he went there and told them it's worse than we're telling the public. And you don't understand. You got to be for this bailout.
You got to be with me.
You got to go in there.
Party lines.
You got to go in there and push for it. You got to go in there and push this through and run over the Democrats. And you don't understand. This has to go through now. And you know what they told Dick Cheney? And one of them came out yesterday, and we told him, "We're sorry, sir, but you've lost a lot of goodwill with us. You have lost a lot of credibility with us, and we're sorry, but we can't support
You mean this guy right here, Dick Cheney?
Yes.
This guy right here. Stand by. This is from 1994. This is from 1994 on why we should not invade Iraq. He, at that time, is in charge of the defense under George H.
Well, 94, he's already gone because Clinton was president, but he was the defense secretary for Gulf War I. So they're asking, in retrospect, why did you not
Talking
go get
about
Saddam Hussein?
when he worked under George Herbert?
Yep, he was the defense secretary when I was in.
When he worked for George H. He's now giving his rendition as to why you didn't invade the entire country
and take it over
and go into Iraq and into Baghdad, and why you just did what you did, in and out.
We're done.
Exactly. This is what Dick Cheney said. You've got to listen to this. And I mean, the guy, I'll tell you this right now, man. Again, oh God, I know everybody's cringing. By the way, Chris, Jason, and Ken, I will get to you. I got to talk to you people. Do not go anywhere. This guy's smart, man. This guy is almost too smart. Unfortunately, man.
Yeah, nobody's accusing him of being dumb.
No.
Yeah, he makes an unbelievable case right here for not invading and staying in Iraq.
Do you think that the U.S. or UN forces should have moved into Baghdad?
No.
Why not?
Because if we'd gone to Baghdad, we would have been all alone. There wouldn't have been anybody else with us. It would have been a U.S. occupation of Iraq. None of the Arab forces that were willing to fight with us in Kuwait were willing to invade Iraq. Once you got to Iraq and took it over and took down Saddam Hussein's government, then what are you going to put in its place? That's a very volatile part of the world, and if you take down the central government in Iraq, you can easily end up seeing pieces of Iraq fly off. Part of it the Syrians would like to have to the west. Part of eastern Iraq the Iranians would like to claim, fought over for 8 years. In the north, you've got the Kurds, and if the Kurds spin loose and join with the Kurds in Turkey, then you threaten the territorial integrity of Turkey. It's a quagmire if you go that far and try to take over Iraq. The other thing was casualties. Everyone was impressed with the fact that we were able to do our job with as few casualties as we had. But for the 146 Americans killed in action and for their families, it wasn't a cheap war. And the question for the president, in terms of whether or not we went on to Baghdad and took additional casualties in an effort to get Saddam Hussein, was how many additional dead Americans is Saddam worth? And our judgment was not very many, and I think we got it right.
I mean, I think you know what? I think you did get it right.
That's an airtight case.
You're right.
No argument.
To your credit, there is not a Democrat or a Republican or an independent that can argue against that. Period. And if you do, you're anti-American. You don't care about our country or our troops because you have a plan. You executed your plan, and then it's very well thought out. And how he can completely flip-flop. You want to talk about a flip-flopper, my friend.
Yeah,
My
180 degrees.
Unless you are driven by special interest and you're driven by no-bid contracts and you're delivered by Halliburton and you're that's the reason why. And I tell you, so I have a reason as to why I'm going here. And Chris, Jason, and Ken, I will get to you because I want you to hear my next piece. Because Manson brought this to my attention early on this morning, and I wouldn't have had it polled. Thanks, Manson, for watching it, first of all.
Oh, you're welcome.
Brent saw it as well.
Oh, I was stunned watching it.
Yeah.
And now Spice, you know the radio landscape. I know Barack Obama's people are in town. He might be listening.
Yeah, he's got his rally this morning.
Right.
Noon.
This afternoon, yeah.
Anyway, or his people may be listening. So, Spice, you know the radio landscape. By the way, whomever's listening, if you're not familiar with my show, my name's Bubba the Love Sponge. I am the #1 rated air personality in this town. I'm syndicated into Jacksonville. And then I also have a satellite radio program on Sirius that runs in the afternoon drive on Howard Stern's station. And I'm not supposed to be talking about all that, but everybody knows it. So let's just be honest with each other and stop fiddle messing around. So here's the deal. I was exiled off of regular radio for 4 years, from 2004 to 2008. I was basically made an example of for being too dirty. Cox Communications believed in us. They brought us back, and the rest is history. We sometimes take opposing views. Our ages in the studio range from 29 to 72. That's
a man. I was just thinking about that age range, man.
Right.
There's a lot in between there.
Exactly. I'm 42, Brent's 36, Manson's 45 or 6, Ned's 72, and Spice Boy's 29. Collectively, we have about a 35 share, men 18 plus, a 12 share, number one, persons 25-54, 18-34, 12 plus all across the board. Jacksonville, similar numbers, but in the number 2 and 3 ranker. And historically, we've been conservative, and I think we've been liberally conservative or conservatively liberal. I don't know, but we just try to vote for the best guy. We're disgusted at our country, and we've since become, Barack Obama supporters. And I've been told in no certain terms to shut up about it, because the influx of bad information, the influx of bad data, and hate emails, and clients, and everybody that has just flipped out that Bubba the Love Sponge, white guy from Indiana, loudmouth, blowhard, historically a Republican, is supporting this man, is just got people flipped out. People have boycotted the show. People refuse to listen. Bubba the Love Sponge should not be talking about politics. He should not have, and his guys, Manson and so forth, Brent, Spice, Ned, should not have any political views. They're supposed to be funny. They're supposed to have topless girls in there, yada, 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 yada. And we have been told and sat down and said, hey, cool it. We're feeling you're losing a lot of your audience. You will no longer be number one. So, Spice, in the radio landscape of this town, I have to think anybody that's a major player in this market, and let's just look, anybody that's top 3, 4, 5, anybody that's anybody, let's just say that. Anybody that's got a name. I'm not talking about some little-known AM 1380 or something like that. I'm talking about the heavy hitters in this town. I have to think, I don't know of anybody else that has been so vocally supportive of Barack Obama.
No, in fact, all the other shows very much shy away from political talk.
Right, because they don't have the balls.
Yeah, Jack and Ted, they kind of lean to the McCain side.
Right. But nobody will take a definitive stance in the morning as to who they want to vote for, because they have that same mentality. Oh, my God, you're going to instantaneously polarize and piss off half your audience, and it's going to be ratings disaster. You're right. It probably is. But you know what? When stuff, I'm in about a minute, I'm going to play a piece for you, and I'd like to hear your comments. I will not argue with you. You may have your comments. Brennan, I don't want us to be it's not going to be an argument.
No big deal.
Because we're armed with data, and they are too. If they don't like us and they want to say we're wrong, so be it. You can say that. But when national media, was this on MSNBC last night?
Yeah, this was on the Keith Olbermann show, but David Schuster was sitting in. Keith's on vacation.
Okay. When national media, now they don't know of me. They should, but they don't. When national media does stories like this isn't the St. Pete Times. This isn't Channel 13. This isn't Bay News 9. I think Channel 28, Channel 10, Channel 8, that knows that possibly I have been talking about Barack Obama. But instead, their research shows what I'm going to play here. This almost makes it worthwhile. It almost gives us credibility to the Bubba factor. And the fact that maybe people will start taking us a little more seriously, and the masses of people that listen to us, whether you like us or you don't like us, the masses of people that listen to us and how we can make a difference. It makes me not want to shut up.
Yeah.
What's your spin on it, Manson?
Well, yeah, it makes it. I was surprised. It made it seem like we were almost making a difference, like you said, which is amazing to me.
I felt the same way. I was sitting there in utter disbelief watching this last night.
Here, let me play this for you. This is from MSNBC, the Keith Olbermann show. Who's shut in?
David Schuster. He's the guy, if you don't, and everybody that's going to call him a bleeding liberal, he's the guy that got suspended for 2 weeks for saying Hillary Clinton was pimping out her daughter.
Which she was. Stand by. Let me play this for you last night. And then I'd really like to take your comments. I'm not going to argue with you. I just want your comments. I just want your comments. And why should I not have an opinion? And why should my opinion, if you don't agree with it, make you not want to be a fan or listen to the show? And tell me of any other alternative that you have in this market that even compares with us, even when you don't agree.
This year, if you want to get specific about the Sunshine State, the phrase for election night may not be Florida, 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 but Tampa, Tampa, Tampa. The latest NBC News Mason-Dixon polling shows Barack Obama now up 2 in Florida. Pollsters who know about these things point to Obama's performance in the Tampa Bay area as the reason for his edge. Tampa Bay is usually a good indicator for which way the entire state will go. And in that internal poll, Senator Obama leads Senator McCain by 6, 49 to 43.
Can I be honest with you, Spice?
Yeah.
I just got goosebumps.
So did I.
No, seriously. Brent, look at me.
Yeah.
I have goosebumps right now. I am so proud. I am so proud because I'm not trying. This is not a self-promotion machine because I've shut up for the last week and a half. This is not an MJ Kelly type, bigger hype fest. That comes from somebody that we didn't prepare. That comes from an unbiased national source on MSNBC, the Keith Olbermann Show, who does not know about the Bubba factor and does not know for the last, since Barack Obama, even during the runoff with Hillary, we've been supporting the guy. Does that not make it worthwhile? Does it not?
It does. It does. And it makes me proud, not just of our show, but it makes me proud of the people in Tampa being willing to open up their minds and think a different way.
Absolutely. And I'm not looking for any accolades. I'm not looking for anything. It just makes it worthwhile that you good people out there, you know what? Actually, the minority were the asswipes that were emailing Cox and threatening to boycott my show. Those people are truly the minorities because the good people like you don't bitch about it. You just take it all in stride. Only the insecure, possibly heads of the RNC are the ones that orchestrated me being gagged in my political views. And when you got a national media source that has done their due diligence and has found that data, I was never going to be able to find that data. I was going to shut up. It's mind-boggling. And nobody else in this town, no other radio personality in this town can say that they can do that like we can.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I was watching it last night with Donna, sitting on the couch.
You almost spit up your whatever.
Yeah, and she just turns to me and she's like, you know what that means? And you know me, I'm dense. I'm just watching it. She goes, that's Bubba.
That's the Bubba factor.
And I was like, holy.
Mary,
you're right.
Mary Ann from Newport Richie. Go ahead, Mary Ann. By the way, Robert, Ken, Jason, and Chris, you are next. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Please don't go anywhere. I will not argue with you. I'll simply just let you state your opinion. I'm not going to get into arguments. Go ahead, Mary Ann.
Good morning, Bubba. I love your show, first of all.
Thank you.
I just flipped over to the other channel, and I heard a brief talking between them and callers calling in that apparently MJ has fired Jabberjaw because she took a day off and went to the Obama rally.
You've got to be kidding me.
That's what they were just talking about. They had callers calling in trying to defend her and callers calling in saying she had every right to fire her. And then I flipped back to you and thought, well, Bubba would probably like to know that.
Wow. Mary Ann, thank you, honey. There you go. Well, maybe he'll sue her next. He does not want you to have an opinion. He does not want you to be a free thinker.
Wow.
That's a little stiff, my friend. That just goes par for his narcissistic ass. Chris, you're Chris from Largo. Hi.
Hey, Bubba. How you doing?
Good, buddy.
Look, I was just calling to let you know. Look, I'm 25 years old, and I'm a Republican, and I listen to your show every day, and there's no way that you having an opinion about Barack Obama is ever going to stop me from listening to your show.
Thank you, Chris. And you know what I find disturbing is when I have gone on these huge pro Barack Obama rants and how I truly feel it's my opinion, and those same people who say they're no longer going to listen to me are the same people that loved it when I stuck up for the Citrus County Sheriff's Department and put Mark Lunsford in his place, and the other community things that I've done and put people in their place. But God forbid that I have an opinion or I'm allowed to express my opinion when it comes to the most important political race we've had in our lifetime. God
this
forbid.
Is America, and to not believe in that is just straight up un-American.
And I would have to agree, Chris. Thank you so much. Brent, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just say, man, yesterday was just, I felt so good with senators and congressmen from both sides of the aisle saying we're not bailing you out. We cannot do it.
It's elementary at this juncture. If we can get the Congress and the Senate to act like they did yesterday and come together for what's right. You know, I'm not going to say it's elementary as to who our president is, but we're on the right track. Now, you know, if I could get Barack in there, that's fine. But at least, you know what? Enough's enough. Enough's enough. You have shoved shiz down our throat long enough. And this bailout ain't going to work.
No way. And can I give McCain credit on two things yesterday?
Yeah.
One, he said corporate CEOs are not getting if they get bailed out, they're not getting their compensation packages, number one. And number two, he said he's moving, because since Bush has been there, they've had a political office in the White House, like Karl Rove's office,
right,
where it's all political and spin. He said,
well, hold on. Karl Rove in itself is about 85% of the problem. Anyway, go ahead.
McCain said that office is getting moved out of the White House into the RNC headquarters. It's not going to be
where it should be.
Yeah, he said there's not going to be a political office.
There's no
in the White
politics
House.
in the White House.
But I need a place to play checkers.
Fine.
That's really why I'm doing it.
Fine, Rove's out of there. That's if we play checkers to have a good time.
Jason, Sarasota, go ahead.
Hey, Bob, what's up?
Good, buddy.
I gotta say, I gotta kind of echo Chris. I'm a hardcore Southern Republican, and it doesn't matter what you're gonna say. You're gonna change my views on anything. You're not gonna change my views, but I'm not ever gonna stop listening to the show. I mean, what's the point?
Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. I got a couple more phone calls I got to get to. I got to really think, man, the adverse effect that we got, the emails and the phone calls and the people that picked up Cox and had me censored are really not listeners, first of all. And secondly, I think it's the Republican National, I think it's the RNC that knows how powerful I am. They've looked at my ratings. They've said this guy represents 33% of all men 18 plus. This guy has the highest share of any top 20 market in America. We have to shut him up.
Yeah, because you know how close Florida is every year. I mean, every election.
If Al Gore would have won Hillsborough County, he would have won the election. How about that?
Robert from Tampa. Hi.
Hey, how you doing? Check this out. I got one of my best friends. He's retired from the Army, diehard Army guy, and he'll sit there and fall to the ground swearing McCain is the answer. And I'm like, you have no common sense. You don't see what's going on. And he goes, I would rather have him in there than a black guy. I said, I cannot believe you feel that way when what we need is change. I mean, it don't matter what color he is, but he'll sit there and swear on the Bible that McCain's going to solve the world. And I'm
there
you have lost your mind.
There you have it in itself, man. He's not, in my opinion, sir, he's not
judging Barack Obama based on what he could possibly do for our country. He's
he's not even thinking.
He's judging Barack Obama based on being
an
African American.
And you know what,
Barack Obama said it best on 60 Minutes. He said, you know what, there's going to be a certain amount of people who don't vote for me. I can't do anything about that. But he goes, I got to think that the hardworking Americans of America are going to be able to see through all that and give me. I think he actually said, give me a chance. Did he not say that?
Yes, something to that effect, yes. And, you know, he said yesterday, they were asking him yesterday about Palin, about, do you think you're losing voters to Palin? He goes, nope, I don't think those voters were going to vote for me anyway. And I was like, you know what?
True.
That's something that John Kerry didn't realize is he was trying to talk to people that weren't going to vote for him anyway.
This is Ken from Sarasota. Ken, hi.
Hey, Bubba. How's it going?
Good.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, like, I wake up every day and go to a crappy job, and at the end of the day, I go to school all night to get out of said crappy job, and I utilize the radio for most of my information throughout the day. So the things that you guys say are a hell of a lot more important to me than the topless girls playing video games. And the thing that's different than most of these people that complain about it is that at the end of the day, I'll flick on a Hannity and a Rush Limbaugh, even though I can't stand them, but I do it just to get another form of opinion so I can formulate my own opinion. And these people that complain, they don't know how to formulate their own opinion. They want it given to them, and they just don't like what they're hearing from you. And I just don't view them as a true Bubba listener.
Well, I appreciate you, my friend, for doing your due diligence and, taking whatever I have to say with a grain of salt and then diving in to various sources and being able to track down and form your own opinion based on, you being an educated man, my friend.
Yeah, and there was a little interesting fact last night because you guys were talking about the debt, and we brought up that stat of the trillion $100 bills going up to space and all this. And we looked at the Census Bureau and figured out that each individual tax-paying American, if we wanted to donate a mere $32,000 a person, we might be able to get ourselves out of the debt, and that's pretty shocking.
Meanwhile, all we as Americans care about, on both sides of the fence, Republican and Democrat, are getting more tax cuts, more tax cuts, more tax cuts. Meanwhile, let's stop worrying about tax cuts and let's start worrying about this crisis that we're in.
And Obama did say yesterday, they asked him yesterday, well, what does this bailout mean to your candidacy? He said it means that a lot of things that I proposed, I'm not going to be able to do. I'll be honest with you. Sorry.
That's why, in my opinion, man, the next president, whoever it may be, McCain or Barack Obama,
You cannot throw this type of economic curveball to anybody. This needs to be the decision of the next guy. This cannot be a pill that he has to swallow. It can't be. Nope. It absolutely can't be. The fine senators and Republicans that stood up to this bill yesterday, this proposal, have got to get it vetoed and have got to put it through so that have got to get this thing stopped so that the next guy, whoever that may be, he's the one that's got to live with it for 4 or 8 years. He has to, not this asswipe that I got in there now. No way. And talk about the largest unlubricated enema that you have to take as a president. Right from the get-go.
Oh, it's terrible.
Let me, Spice, if I may, I'd like to play that just one more time. This is absolutely, Manson, probably one of the most proud pieces of audio I've ever heard.
Yeah.
With regards to our efforts. And only us. And even if you don't like my show, I think you would at least agree. You would be fair enough to agree this is the Bubba Factor. In fact, I'd like to take those round of phone calls next. Am I full of myself? Are we full of ourselves to think that this is about us? Or is this because of us? Honestly, tell me what you think. I have to think this is definitely the Bubba Factor.
Yeah, because, the state of Florida is up 2 for Obama. Tampa Bay, up 6.
And, what's the difference between the rest of the state and Tampa? Me, who's the us, who's the only guy, who's the only show that's top 10 that supports the guy. Us, who's been told to back it down a notch because we've been just so overbearing about it. Us, who's number 1 with a 33 share men 18 plus, a 12 share adults 25-54. Us. Even a retard would be able to understand. Even McCain might even be able to understand. Manson,
what are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say it's the Bubba Factor, George.
I don't get it.
I got him thrown off in 2004. How'd that sumbitch get back?
Damn it, Bubba.
This year, if you want to get specific about this...
By the way, this is from last night, MSNBC Keith Olbermann show. They don't know us. We don't know them.
This year, if you want to get specific about the Sunshine State, the phrase for election night may not be Florida, 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 but Tampa, Tampa, Tampa. The latest NBC News Mason-Dixon polling shows Barack Obama now up 2 in Florida. Pollsters who know about these things point to Obama's performance in the Tampa Bay area as the reason for his edge. Tampa Bay is usually a good indicator for which way the entire state will go. And in that internal poll, Senator Obama leads Senator McCain by 6, 49-43.
Now, let me take it to another level. In the paper today. It's not a Republican or Democratic type deal. Maybe you Republicans will appreciate this now, that I truly am the people's hammer, that we truly are just the spokesperson of rhyme and reason when it comes to politics. And it's just, we're not we've been accused, Brent, of these people that have petitioned Cox and told us to be quiet, and the people that have got at the end of the day, man, they got us to shut up, did they not?
They did.
We were told in no such certain terms, back it down.
We were, for sure.
Well, guess what? In the paper today, Bubba, a major donor to the sheriff's campaign, Bubba the Love Sponge Clem ran against Pinellas County Sheriff Jim Coates in 2004. But this election, the shock jock is one of Coates' biggest donors. He said he and his companies have given $3,350 to Coates in the latest campaign reporting period, which covers the last week of August through the first 2 weeks of September. The sum is roughly 65% of the money Coates raised during that time period. It came in addition to the $500 Clem gave Coates in December. Please let me make sure that I emphasize that the $500 that I gave Coates in December, this is a side note, was for his Boys and Girls Club tennis charity. It was not a political campaign donation. That's why it was not listed. Why the enthusiasm for the sheriff, I might ask? Quote from Bubba Clem. I just got a lot of respect for the guy. I don't want anything. I've never asked for anything. I just want him to keep being a good sheriff. Coates said that he had appeared on Clem's radio show earlier this year to talk about the agency's budget problems. He said Clem called him advance to ask him if he could be donating.
a lot of money to the campaign because he thought Coates was the best person for the jobs. Brent Hatley, executive producer for the Bubba Radio Network, said that he and Clem were impressed with Coates as a genuinely honest man who takes his job very seriously. During the 2004 campaign, Clem said the sheriff was always very honest and above board. He said he respects the way Coates pushed back against the county commissioners last year against the fight for budget cuts. To date, Clem has given $1,000 to Coates under his real name. He also has sent money from 7 of his corporations: the Bubba Radio Network, $500; Bubba Army Incorporated, $500; Bubba Radio Network Shock Media, $500; BTLS Web Media, $500; B3H Web Holdings, $100; BRN Travel, $250; Intense Frequency, $500. Clem promised another $2,000 or $3,000 from people, including his wife Heather Clem and his producer Brent Hatley. The donations add to. I can barely read. The donations add to the largest Coates' large fundraising lead. So far, Coates has brought in $150,116.81, of which he has spent about $42,203.01. He said he plans to buy radio commercials in the near future if he can afford it. Democrat candidate Randall Jones has raised $28,571. Meanwhile, here's the best, Brent. You want to hear the best?
Yes.
Meanwhile, write-in candidate Gregory Pound, who was detained according to the Baker Act this month, has contributed $9. That's in the paper. So I don't want you guys to say that it's a white or black issue or that it's a Republican and or Democratic issue. It's not. I've donated $500 to the Barack Obama campaign, personally. And I've donated, $3,350 through my various corporations and myself personally, with about another $2,000 coming to Sheriff Coates. So how do you Republicans? How do you ingest that? Brent, wouldn't that say that the bottom line is, friend or foe, Republican or Democrat, that first of all, I can put my money anywhere I want. First of all,
yep,
it's the great thing about this, and then secondly, it has no rhyme or reason as to what your political affiliation is. I'm a huge supporter of our current Republican governor here in this state, in Charlie Crist. I love that guy. I have since he was a state senator. So would that not thwart everybody that's saying that I'm a bleeding liberal?
Yes, it does. And they can't paint us into that box. I'm a huge supporter of Congressman Young, who's my congressman, and he's
Bill Young.
He's been a Republican and my congressman for a long time. I think he's done a good job. So I'll be supporting his reelection.
Let me go through these round of phone calls. Kyle, John Boy, Rob, and Chad. I'll do words and possibly take your phone calls on the backside, so please stick with me. Kyle, Tampa, hi.
Hey, brother, how y'all doing? I wanted to call and say that I love listening to you guys. I look forward to listening to y'all every morning. And but for us who don't have our own radio show in the morning, how can we get out there and support Barack Obama? I mean, I'm a young 21-year-old college student. How do we get out there and show our support?
First of all, you can donate as little as $25. You can go to BarackObama.com, and you can. That's the number one way to help any candidate, sir. Whether it's Barack Obama, John McCain, or Bill Young, or it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well, on top of that, sir, I mean, you're really in a perfect position to help with them because, one, we want those younger voters out there, and you're a 21-year-old college student. I mean, for God's sake, you're in a prime position to do all you can right there on your campus.
And mainly just vote. Just voting is a very important thing.
Just, rounding up your buddies the day of the election and getting them out of their dorm rooms and their lazy asses and said, you know what, fellas? Well, first and foremost, sir.
Make sure they're registered. Make sure everybody's registered, yeah.
First and foremost, sir. First and foremost, you only have a few more weeks to get registered. So you got to get ready.
I'm registered.
All right, but I'm talking about your friends. Say, hey, listen, you guys make sure you're registered. You can do it all online. It's not a big deal. Secondly, to make sure you get your lazy asses up and vote. And thirdly, get a hold of the person's campaign. In this instance, we're talking about Barack Obama. Go to their website. You can do a contact section. Tell them you're a 21-year-old college kid. You'll do anything. Pass out flyers. Do whatever. And get involved in the candidate that you choose. And it could be McCain. It doesn't matter. Just get involved. Try to make a difference. And I think you can donate as low as 10 or 15. Go to.
I think it's $5 is the minimum.
I think you can donate as low as $5.
Yep.
And then when you donate $5 on their campaign, you get on their you elect to be part of their email list, and they give you email updates as to where the candidates are going to be and what And again, this isn't just a Barack Obama deal; it's a McCain issue as well. If you feel that adamant about McCain, the same thing with him. Go to donate $5, get on his mailing list, and make a difference. That way, you have every right. Thank you, buddy. You have every right to have an opinion about it. If you don't go out and vote and you're not proactive, then you shouldn't say shiz about it. But you will. You'll bitch about it. John Boy, South Tampa. Go ahead, quickly.
Hey, Bubba, I've been on Fox Radio recently, and they were talking about Bubba the Love Sponge. I happened to chime in and say something, but you have a unique perspective, and no matter what you say, it keeps us coming back for more. With huge impact as far as the sheriff's deal, that motorcycle white trash guy, whatever his name is, the election. And I consider myself a Republican, but you kind of wake us up to kind of see the other side. You open our mind, and that's why I listen, tune in, no matter you call me a bitch, a dildo, it don't matter. I like listening to Bubba.
Well, thank you, buddy. You know what? Thank you so much for being a free thinker. And I consider myself probably more of a Republican at times. Drew, Tampa, quickly. Hi.
Good morning, Bubba. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Glad to hear it. I think, in a nutshell, the Bubba factor I would probably term differently. What you have done in the Tampa Bay market is lead a grassroots movement. You're giving no-nonsense politics to local voters who this year of any other voting year will have the biggest impact on the nation in general. And I appreciate you doing it. I appreciate you being there. And continue to do what you're doing. It obviously makes a difference.
Thank you, buddy. I would like to hear the Cox forefathers' opinion on this. I'm not gonna. This will probably be a 1-time or a 1-hour window that I sit here and gloat in all of our glory. But you know what? It actually is a validation to what we have done, in my opinion. Your guys' opinion on that?
It's huge validation.
Definitely. Because you look at Hillsborough County, it hasn't been close to being pro-Democrat for a long time.
Rob, St. Pete, hi.
Hey, brother, how's it going?
Good, sir.
I was calling because I wanted to say that I've been a Republican for as long as I can think of. And I've been listening to your show since you were way back in the day on 93.3.
Right.
But, I think what you guys talk about, the opinions and Barack Obama and so forth, I think that all goes to make compelling radio, if you think about it. If you agree to everybody 100% of the time, well, then, where's the entertainment factor in that? I think it's important, regardless of your party, to share your views with everybody because, I don't agree with everything you say, but there's a lot of things I do, but that's not going to change who I listen to in the morning.
Thank you, buddy.
See, this is a very different election than most, because I've never seen more people. I just saw on Fox, this guy, I saw the report last night from Dunedin's talking. He's like, I'm a lifelong Republican, but I'm voting for Obama. I've never seen that.
Never.
So many people say they're a lifelong Republican.
My mom.
But, and that's me, that's almost everyone in this room's case. We're lifelong Republicans, but this year.
We've been kicked for 8 years, and we know what the bottom line is. We can look around our environment, and we can look around our community, and we can look around our bank, and we can look around and look at our 401 stock portfolio, and we can look around and see the druthers that Spice Boy is going through with his properties, and we can look around and see my friend who's trying to get a loan for a new home that's never had a bad mark on his credit, and we can sit and we can see this, and we can say there has got to be something different. We have got to switch it up, and I think we have to make a drastic change.
You know what?
We're educated men that can make educated decisions and not be enamored by what your political affiliation is. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know what made me happy is the day that you called me, and you were a little bit ticked off and perturbed, and you said, "Let me ask you something. I'm coming back from racing, and I just noticed that I'm driving by closed business after closed business after closed business after closed business." And you were
I was driving on US 19 South, and I started up in the Tarpon Springs area, and I just stayed on 19 all the way down to my house, and it was about it's about 35 miles. Anyway, go ahead.
And then no, I was just saying that you were just saying it's this bad, isn't it? And I was like, yeah, it's bad for these people, these small business and big ones alike.
Yeah, and Donna's flower shop's doing fairly well, but the only reason is because we have enough money to keep it going,
right?
And all the other flower shops are going out of business, so we're getting their business,
right?
So
you're almost winning by default.
Exactly.
Chad, Memphis, hi.
Bubba,
big honor to talk to you. I think you're a great entertainer.
Thank you.
I am a McCain supporter, but I listen to you 8 hours a day, and I have to say that you do give me a good balance on just the values. I'm a Republican because of the way I was raised. And
Me too. Me too.
Yeah,
I was raised Republican, seriously, but I'm over it at this juncture. Again, I still think there's some great people in the party, but I will I'll flip flop between both parties and who I vote for. But
it's all about the candidate, and don't get evil on me. But
I'm not.
I don't think Obama has the experience. I think McCain, being the veteran, being in the tiger cage.
That's right. Preach on. Preach the truth. I was in a tiger cage. That makes me qualified to be the president of the free world. Or something like that.
Sure.
He's a grabber away from putting the MILF in there, though. There's no
You're right. You know what? Hey, I'm not going to argue with you, my
What's
friend.
wrong with having a MILF as the president?
Nothing.
Eye candy. Nothing wrong with that. No?
I heard you go to MILF Hunter a lot.
I do.
This year, if you want to get specific about the Sunshine State, the phrase for election night may not be Florida, 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 but Tampa, Tampa, Tampa. The latest NBC News Mason-Dixon polling shows Barack Obama now up 2 in Florida. Pollsters who know about these things point to Obama's performance in the Tampa Bay area as the reason for his edge. Tampa Bay is usually a good indicator for which way the entire state will go. And in that internal poll, Senator Obama leads Senator McCain by 6, 49-43.
The Love Sponge.
I've no use for your anarchic idiocy.
This is the Bubba Radio Network.
What do people think of pasta from Pizza Hut?
That's good. This is delicious.
They can't get enough of Tuscany pastas from Pizza Hut. Choose from new premium bacon mac and cheese, medium marinara, or creamy chicken Alfredo. 3 pounds delivered with breadsticks for $12.99. Now get pasta from Pizza Hut.
Giving the one you love the one he loves. With Walmart's unbeatable prices on Sony, Vizio, Sharp, and Samsung, the same name brands as those expensive electronic stores, moms can do anything. Save money, live better. Walmart.
Hi, this is Aubrey Huff from the Baltimore Orioles. Bubba merch is major league quality at a minor league price. Get yours now at BubbaArmy.com.
Now back to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
I'm gonna eat his grapes.
Oh yeah. Now what if he eats one of them?
He might get a little pissed.
Yeah, you want
He's
that?
like, look, buddy.
Want that? I don't think so, pal. Ooh. What are you gonna do about it?
Oh.
What are you gonna do about it, huh, baboon?
Show your teeth to him once. Just show your teeth to him.
Splice is moving back.
Hey,
Conga.
Hey, I got your grape.
He
just scratched his head.
It's like, I don't know. He's not happy. He's like sizing everybody up now.
Hey.
He's gonna kick your
He goes.
Oh, he's mad.
Oh, he's got his hair all bristled up. Conga. Kick his ass, Conga.
You are listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Okay, Senator McCain, we really need to make a decision about your vice presidential candidate today.
I already told you, I want Joe Lieberman. He's smart, supports the war, and he stands behind me and whispers the answers to me when I get all foggy and confused. Yeah, Joe. Little Joe, the Jew boy. I pick him.
Senator McCain, if I could remind you, it's not a good idea to call Mr. Lieberman Jew boy.
Don't tell me what to say, mother.
Bow wow.
I'm John McCain, the next president of the United States. I was a goddamn war hero. What are you?
Bow wow. Bow wow.
If we could continue, what are your feelings on Governor Charlie Crist?
Oh, Jesus Christ, he's too tan. That mother
Bow wow.
darker than Obama. All right, we'd have to put a color-only drinking fountain in the White House if we won. How was it a joke?
Bow wow.
Laugh.
Yeah.
Mother.
Bow wow.
Yes, that was very funny, Senator McCain. What about Mitt Romney?
God damn it, I told you never to mention that name again. Filthy Mormon bastard. He wouldn't let me see his magic underwear. God damn it, I want to see the magic underwear. Who the
Bow wow.
is that?
It's your wife, sir.
Tell that
Bow wow.
to shut up and buy me another
Bow wow.
in-house.
Senator McCain, if you could just calm down, I'd like to go through a couple more names. How about Bobby Jindal?
Jesus Christ, no sin.
Well, actually, he's Indian.
Well, give him a handful of beads and tell him to get the out of here.
Alrighty, how about Mike Huckabee?
No. He plays the goddamn bass. Always thumping on that damn thing. It's too loud. Hurts my ears. Drummers and bass players. Next.
Well, sir, that only leaves us Sarah Palin.
Who?
Sarah Palin. She's the governor of Alaska.
Alaska? Alaska's not even a state.
Well, actually, Alaska became a state in 1959.
Why wasn't I told Alaska's a goddamn state? Who is this bitch?
Well, she's a governor, and she's an evangelical Christian.
In Jesus' freak.
But she's pro-life. That's a big positive.
I don't give a if she's pro-life. Like, this country needs more kids. Have you driven on the goddamn highway? It's jam-packed with
Well, here, sir, here's a picture. Would you care to look?
Give me that. Hey, wait a minute. She's hot. A regular foxy lady. Like to tap that. Done deal. Call that whore up.
This year, if you want to get specific about the Sunshine State, the phrase for election night may not be Florida, 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 but Tampa, Tampa, Tampa. The latest NBC News Mason-Dixon polling shows Barack Obama now up 2 in Florida. Pollsters who know about these things point to Obama's performance in the Tampa Bay area as the reason for his edge. Tampa Bay is usually a good indicator for which way the entire state will go. And in that internal poll, Senator Obama leads Senator McCain by 6, 49 to 43.
Freedom, terror, Mexicans.
Treasure.
Mexicans, terror, freedom, Mexicans. Freedom, terror, Mexicans. Terror, Mexicans. Freedom.
Lucky I got this suit made of tin.
Right? Is that what you're walking out of the White House in?
That's right.
The suit of armor?
That's right.
All right, there you have it.
Let me ask you this, though. What is the Taliban's logic for doing what they do?
What is it, a trick question?
No, it's an easy answer. What's their reasoning they give?
Oh, praise Allah.
Religion.
Exactly right.
Praise Allah, you know.
It always goes back to religion.
And who's going to supersede Muhammad?
It's all back to we're justified in killing based on our religion.
Meanwhile, if you just say, oh, God, I know we're getting way, way too deep today. I didn't prepare for any of this. But if you just say, worship who you want, praise who you want, and believe in who you want, we're not going to care. Kill who you want, be mean to who you want.
To each his own.
To each its own. You know, be mean to your women. Whatever. I mean, no, hold on. As long as it's not on my tab and in my country, I could care less. Seriously.
Yep, that's your problem, your business.
It's your problem, your business. Now, when doing all that threatens my security of my people and my country, then I'll become interested. But I'm not going to be I'm no longer in the business of being the world police, unless it is about unless you're taking personal freedoms and personal security away from my country. I'm not in the world police business anymore. I'm, just like Dana White said, I'm not in the Tito Ortiz business anymore.
Because I don't have to be.
I don't gotta be. When Tito Ortiz was relevant and was making, I was in, but I'm not in it anymore. Some emails here. By the way, don't forget East Bay Action Track this Saturday night. I'll be out there in my Miller Lite Mopar, Hooter Supreme Protein, Dodge Dirt Late Model, the 1025, the Bone car. Look for 1025, the Bone on the side of my car. That's my number, and my partner, Big Ass Keith Knopsbitch, driving the Bubba 101 car. This Saturday night, East Bay Action Track. Big Ass Motorcycle Show. 400 bikes showed up last year. 50-lap feature, Brent. 50-lap feature. Probably 65 to 70 late models trying to make a 26-car field. Sprint cars. It's going to be huge.
It sounds like it's going to be a big show.
It's a big show. It's the big year-end deal. I'm going to be racing too. So hold on. Let me back up. I'm going to be attempting to race. I'm a much better radio personality than I'm a race car driver.
Now, you handled the sprint car pretty good because I saw you a couple times race live.
Yeah.
Now, how do you handle the late model?
It's a whole different deal, man. It's a lot tougher deal.
When are you gonna be done with this racing thing?
I don't know. Probably soon.
Old timers race out there.
Yeah.
Is Red Stauffer still out?
No. Red Stauffer's still making moonshine. Keith Knopsbitch is like 60, and he's out there winning races.
Yeah, but when are you gonna stop?
Yeah, I probably got a lot. I probably got a lot going for myself now. I probably shouldn't be doing this anymore.
At least in a late model, you got a lot of steel around you.
More of which. So anyway, this Saturday night, man, I'll be out there. I think racing starts at 6:30. My boy Michael Atwell and Dan Atwell's going to be there. Tyler's going to be there. My wife's going to be there. Big ass Keith Knopf, bitch sexy Shelly Herndon, Mimi, Big Ted, Ronnie, all going to be out there. So hope to see you out there. Here's some various emails. I got a ton of people lined up on the phone. Please, Gary, Maggie, Chevy, a bunch of people. Please don't go anywhere. Bubba, I wanted to tell you about a sort of a funny thing that happened to me yesterday. I was in school in a weight room, and one of the guys turned the radio to a different radio station that I was listening to while I was in the bathroom. I then came back, and I figured out that the guy I had the MJ morning show on. I flipped it back over to you, and the guy said, I actually started clowning the guy in front of four of my buddies saying, you listen to the MJ show? He goes, yeah. Make a long story short, after listening to your show, the guy realized that you are truly the the men's men show. And I converted about 15 people over to you.
Kick ass.
Yeah. Which I have to question, how much of a manly weight facility are you lifting if they even want to put MJ on? I mean, seriously.
Yeah, what are you guys doing, Kegels?
Yeah, what do you guys...
Brittany, Lindsay Lohan. What Lindsay Lohan.
What
Brittany.
Working at a Pilates joint?
What TMZ. Lindsay Lohan. Brittany, TMZ.
I would like to say that anyone who is risking their life on a daily basis, i.e. the firefighters, have the right to watch anything they want on the porn.
I totally agree.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. They're willing to run into a burning building and save you. Man, let them watch some porn.
Come on. And again, I really think the difference is, I mean, look, it's not your 9-to-5 typical job. It's a firehouse. They're living there for days at a time.
Yeah.
You get bored. You want to, you want to take care of some things,
crazy.
some business.
You got needs.
You got what now?
Needs.
Oh, he said nudes. You got nudes. So you got
Right there, too.
You have nudes of firefighters?
Maybe.
Hot firefighter
got
got
a lot
down.
of stuff.
I can only imagine what's on Ned's hard drive.
God.
All in my building, mind you. Ned, I may have to have you sign. I may have to have you sign something that say that you're personally responsible for your own hard drive, and that I'm, as your boss and employer, I'm not condoning farmsecrets.com that you go to.
I'll have to change up my strategy then.
Good morning to the individuals that make the morning drive so much more listening, much more pleasurable than the BS and other stations. Every day I leave my house, I drive from Sarasota to Wauchula to work. I feel much better about telling people to go F themselves. Topics on your show seem to push the limits, especially on one Tuesday morning on the increase of oil when you're up to 147 per copy. F that little midget. Yada, 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 and letting that narcissistic prizik know that a real man fights his own battle, not through the court system.
Great point.
Yeah. Finally, I just wanted to email you and let you know that I really enjoy listening to your program. I usually tune in about 7:30 to 8:45. I have to tell you that I mostly enjoy you when you guys start talking about the election and the issues, and it opens up my eyes and perspective. No other media source looks at it the way you do. A woman, Brandy Driscoll, 27 years old,
That's
Palm
impressive.
Harbor. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you so much. This is Chevy from Lakeland. Hi, Chevy.
Bubba, what's going on?
What's going on, buddy?
Nothing. We love you. We miss you in Lakeland. We wish you could get around here a little more often. But I'm a bartender around here, and I got to tell you, also, I work really close to the Polk City Raceway here.
Right.
And it's not just with the people around. It's not just you're a DJ, but when they come in, and there's a lot of functions they do, and they come in and they drink in the bar, or they have some cocktails, have some food. You're very respected in the race business.
Well, thank you.
Also, I did a little wrestling. I did with Dory Funk Jr. out of Ocala, and in that business, you're also respected. So people need to stop thinking of you as maybe a DJ and start thinking of you a little more as respected in around town.
Well, here,
and
now,
around the
hold,
state.
let me just, if I could, please correct you the fact that wrestling, I dabbled around a little with Hogan, but I'm not like a big time wrestler. I dabbled around at best, and then racing, I'm not that good, but I'm good for the sport. I like to talk about it, like to get the word out.
Right.
I'm a mid-pack level guy at best. I don't do it for a living. I dabble around in it. I try my best, but I'm not like I'm not a Keith Knopf bitch or a Donnie Tanner or a Sport Allen or a Greg Leonard or anybody like that.
Right.
Or a Kenny Adams. I'm mid pack at best, but I like to support the sport. I think people appreciate that.
Right, and the thing is I work in a bar where the average age is from 22 to 80. And the thing is it's funny, you go in there during the days, the older guys are in there having their dollar drafts and everything like that,
Ned.
and they're talking Bubba.
Really?
This is what I heard on the way, and I heard Bubba saying this. Okay, he's for Obama. I love McCain because obviously I fought in the war, this and that, but we respect what he says.
I really appreciate it, buddy. Chevy from what, Polk County?
Yeah, Polk County. I live right here in Lakeland, and I work at Lucky's. It's actually a sports bar on the north side of Lakeland. But,
Lucky's. I think every
you
small,
know what I'm saying? I mean,
I think every small town in America's got a Lucky's.
Got to.
Sheriff Grady Judd of Polk County. This Temple is for you.
Gary, Arcadia. Hi, bud.
Doing, bud?
Hi, Gary. What's going on?
I just wanted to let you know, man, I think you're doing an excellent job getting the message out there about I'm a registered Republican, and I'm 100% for Barack Obama this year, and I'm behind you 110%, man.
Well, thank you so very much. It'll be interesting to know the forefathers of the RNC, how they're going to spin this latest one, Brent, when the MSNBC report comes back that Obama, a 6-point lead in the Tampa Bay area. We've been able to pretty much just redact that it absolutely, positively, not that we're full of ourselves, is because of us. We're the only form of the media in this town. We are the most powerful form of the media. The fact that we have 2 shows a day, we're syndicated throughout the state with this show. We're heard nationwide on another situation, and we are by far the most vocal person and supporter of this man. Not that the local media is going to give us any credit, but people know. Yeah. It's refreshing. It's going to be amazing as to how the RNC, the forefathers of the Republican Party that basically got us censored, how they're going to be able to spin that.
Well, I think they saw the data before MSNBC reported it, and I think that's where it came from.
So, Manson, that makes sense. 2 weeks ago,
they're being proactive.
2 weeks ago, I was told to shut up. They saw that.
They saw that data because they're privy to all this data.
See, the worst is that I found out. Had I not found out. Thank God for MSNBC and Manson that saw that on YouTube, Brendan. Had I not found that out, I would have continued to shut up. But now I'm like, why am I going to shut up when what I'm doing is working? Spice, you don't ever stop what's working, right?
No, absolutely not.
Maggie, Land O'Lakes, hi. Maggie.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good, Maggie, hi.
Good. I love your show. Brett, I love you because you're really smart. You know what you're talking about. You get me hyped up in the morning, especially about what's going on right now.
You get her hyped.
We're on our way to the rally. I'm hyped.
Yeah, I heard there's already a long line out in front of Knology.
Yeah, I heard there's a doors don't open until 10:30, but they're saying there's that Knology Park, there's already lines forming, Spice?
Yep.
Well, at the St. St. Pete Times Forum, when I was there, when I was there for the media, the St. Pete Times Forum, they weren't supposed to open the doors till 10:30, and they opened them at 9 because there were so many people there. So the Obama campaign does make adjustments depending on the crowd.
Do not go because you think there's a long line. Just get be proactive, Maggie, and get there.
We're going. We're on our way. I'm with a friend who's from Ireland. She can't even vote, and she's going. She doesn't care. She's just so excited. We're both so excited about Obama.
I want to see Bubba Army supports Barack Obama signs. Spice, that's what we should have done. You know, it's almost too late now.
He's going to have a ton more rallies. I mean, he's going to be here a lot.
I think it's going to be great. This is just, and I've always been an independent. I've never been a Democratic, a voter at all ever. And this year, it's just like I don't think there's any other way. I think if you vote for anybody else, you're just crazy.
Maggie, thank you so very much.
You're asking for trouble.
We love you, baby. Thank you. Spice, the next rally, a public rally. Let's make sure that we encourage the people to bring Bubba loves Obama signs. Right?
Why not?
Barack will see him.
Yeah, he will.
I mean, unlike the other candidate, he can see into the crowd. He can see. He can. John, there's a bunch of big signs.
I can't read them. Read them for me.
It says, "Hey, old timer, can you read this?"
No.
If you can, a double tall man.
What's a double tall man?
2 middle fingers in the air.
Oh, that's the flipping the bird back in my day.
That's called, that's
young whippersnappers with their new slogans. Double tall man trying to confuse me.
It's called a double tall man because
I don't get it.
Little kids are taught that when they learn their fingers, that the middle finger is the tall man because it's the tallest of the 5 fingers. So when you give somebody a tall man or a double tall man, then you're giving them the middle finger or the bird, as you would call it.
I'm confused. I'm hungry.
What do you want?
I want some applesauce. Change my diaper.
Bill, Spring Hill, hi.
Hey, Bubba, how's it going?
Good.
Hey, your son race go-karts up at East Bay?
No, my son doesn't. He races go-karts out at Waimama and New Smyrna and then up in the Georgia area.
Yeah, because we're just getting into the go-kart deal. I was just wondering how it was up there for the go-kart thing.
East Bay's got a nice place. So does Sam Rodriguez and Dirt Devils up off in Pasco. So there's a lot of good places to run, man. All right. Final call. I got to get to words, man. I'm way late. Man, a hot spot at Lake Land O'Lakes. 2 hot chicks. Was Maggie first, and now Nicole on the backside. Nicole, hi.
Hey, good morning, guys. I haven't heard too much about Mike Wooten, and I guess the investigation's over on Halloween, which is just a couple days. I don't know if McCain's going to have to do any crisis control.
You mean who's Mike Wooten? The brother of...
He's yeah, I guess, I don't know. What did he do? He stun-gunned the stepson or something?
No, well, that claim had to be told to the... Okay, if you want to know what we're talking about, we're talking about Troopergate.
Troopergate, and it's Sarah Palin's brother-in-law.
I got an update for you if you guys want to know what's going on.
Nicole, listen to the show. We're going to give you an update right now. Go ahead. This is the infamous Troopergate that's happening out of Alaska. Go ahead.
Well, what was happening was it was a nasty divorce case even before she was governor, and her and her husband Todd were filing erroneous complaints against this trooper with the Alaska police. So the judge had to tell them to listen, stop with your...
And this ain't your opinion. This
is not my opinion. This is in Newsweek. So anybody wants to look it up, go to newsweek.com. The judge had to say, stop with your erroneous complaints against this guy. You know, we understand it's a bitter divorce, but stop it. Right now. There's a kid involved. So then when she became governor, she put pressure on the Secretary of Transport or Secretary of Safety of Alaska to fire this guy. The guy didn't. He said, this guy's a good cop. He doesn't deserve to be fired.
Right.
So then she fired the guy that didn't fire him.
Right. The head of the Alaska.
Yeah, the head of the whole thing, the deal in Alaska. So she fires him. So now the Alaska Senate has opened up a Troopergate investigation. They've ignored now 13 subpoenas total. People from her and her administration and her husband have ignored subpoenas. So today on CNN.com it says that the state of Alaska now wants the investigation to be a private matter.
Well, not only that, regardless of that, I tell you what, I've heard a lot of Republicans say they'd have a whole lot more respect for McCain and Palin if they would stop hiding her from the media and allow her, just like Joe Biden is getting out and talking to people, just like McCain is. There's 4 people in this race. There's Biden, there's Barack Obama, there's John McCain, and there's Sarah Palin. 3 of which are very media savvy, have been that can handle themselves. Are not afraid of any interview, 60 Minutes included, where you're going to get just killed and it's going to be chopped up. But anyway, make a long story short, there's only one of which that is not allowed to talk, that is scripted, and the American public, from what I can gather, that's kind of wearing thin on a lot of people.
Yeah, last night on CNN, Campbell Brown, who's she competes with Olbermann and O'Reilly. She's on at 8. As a woman, she said, they got to stop this sexist not letting her talk. We got to hear her talk.
Manson, at the end of the day, if she would do well, that would only rally the women's support even more.
Oh, if she'd do well, it'd be huge for them.
Right.
But I guess that's why they're not putting her out there. They don't think she'll do well.
Give her a chance.
But that really sucks because the fact the election is only 2 months away.
Well, they got to give her a chance, man.
If I have no idea what this potential president is going to say, that sucks.
You can prop up any good-looking MILF to read the teleprompter. You got to have somebody that can...
how does she expect to sway my vote if I don't know what she's about?
Right. If she gets on there and say the right things, man, she's kind of steamy.
I'm willing to listen.
Right.
Sure,
of course, then I'll mock her, but I'll listen.
I want to see her on MILF Hunter.
But we're waiting to hear what she has to say.
I want to see her get hunted down by that guy in Miami that hangs out at the
Captain Stabbin'?
Captain Stabbin' that hangs out. I want to see him get
with his hat on.
Yeah, I want to see him get hunted down at an internet cafe in Miami.
Then bends her over his yacht,
and then the next thing you know, they're like in some shady ass apartment above that place, and they're just getting after it.
She keeps his glasses on, and he keeps the hat on like he always does.
I just want to let you know, Captain Stabbin', I'm going to keep the baby.
Yeah, shut up.
What's that, Miss Palin?
Hey there, I'm going to keep the baby if I have it from Captain Stabbin'.
Hey, this is comedian Nick DiPaolo. Want to see what happened when I was on the Bubba the Love Sponge show? Go to BubbaRod.com.
More after this on the Bubba Radio Network.
Big Papi じゃない？レッドソックスの。
撮ってもらっていいですか？ちょっと待って、デビッド・オーティス？ちょっとみんな、ビッグパピやろ？ビッグパピ。You know Big Papi.
It's that authentic. New era, official on-field cap of Major League Baseball.
Ironman ability, LG ingenuity, together in every LG phone. It's his.
Tired? Need energy? Stagger 2 6-hour Power Extreme Energy Shot. Feel it fast. Energy that lasts. Extreme energy. Energy that lasts. 6 hours of power. Stagger 2 6-hour Power Extreme Energy Shots. Available at your local convenience store.
Be a man. We're going to get deep, too. We're going to get deeper than deep. He calls it like he sees it.
I don't believe any of it.
Your luck just changed. You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Is that your honor?
It is.
No,
the mayor.
The mayor.
I don't know what to call a
Mayor Iorio.
Okay, but I don't want to. So I call her mayor?
Mayor, yes.
Okay, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm going to be
Your
honest with
honor.
you. No, you can call it. That's
The mayor's a lot of times are his honor.
hello, Mayor.
Most people call me Pam.
So now, Pam, I mean, can I call you Pam?
That's what everyone calls me.
Word up, Pam. See, you didn't think we could do that.
You don't say word up, Pam, to the mayor, Spice Boy. You don't say word up to the mayor.
I can't say word up, Pam?
No.
What's up, Shorty?
No, you don't call her Shorty
What
either.
up, Shorty?
You are listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Tonight, on an all-new Clem's Creek, Bubba's personal life takes another dark turn as serious financial problems quicken his spiral into deep depression.
$20,000 for gimmicks, $15,000 for kayfabe iggies, a $5,000 deduction for charitable McGillicuddies. I'm afraid I can't allow any of these deductions, Mr. Clem. And what's this, $20,000 for contract work?
I gots to pay the bitches.
$10,000 for on-site research?
Liz have diz answers from solid stress zippers. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. That's a capital loss carryover, bitch.
And what's this, $100,000 for silicone components?
20 pairs of fake. That's a legitimate lump sum deduction for my S-Corp.
Mr. Clem, I don't think you realize this is major tax fraud with the possibility of jail time.
Listen, cuzzy, I can get a couple hot freaks from the Deja Vu down here to do a full nude, pig in the blanket, coffee can caper, no waste, recycle, 1040 easy, diz-down gimmick. Hey, did I mention Hulk Hogan's my bestest friend?
It's a powerful new episode of Clem's Creek, where Randy Macho Man Savage finally finds peace from the Bubba Army in a distant corner of the Far East.
Oh yeah, dig it, Tibet. Oh yeah, nobody gonna punk out the Macho Man here. It's just me, the mountains, yeah, the naturalness of nature, and a few thousand Tibetan monks who've taken a vow of silence. Aha, dig it, peace at last.
Look, it's Randy, Macho Man Savage.
Macho Man Savage. Macho Man Savage.
Hogan rule. Macho Man.
You loser.
Love Sponge, he gets me again.
It's a shocking new Clem's Creek, where even those closest to Bubba can't escape Brent Hatley's web of sick sexuality.
Oh yeah, keep talking. You know what I like.
You are such a dumbass.
Oh yeah.
Brent.
Yes?
You're an idiot.
Oh yeah, tell me how stupid I am.
Brent Hatley is a moron.
Yes.
Do you think Washington, D.C. is a state?
Yes, I do.
God, you're stupid.
Oh yeah.
Do you really think the population of North Dakota is less than 100,000?
It is. It is.
You're a stupid little bitch.
Yes, I'm a stupid little bitch. Tell me I'm fat.
You're fat. A fat little toad.
Oh, God. Oh.
A stupid fat little bitch.
And find out just how much Bubba is willing to reveal to save his financial empire. You have down 0 dependents, Mr. Clem. Is that correct?
Just me. Absolutely nobody else. I'm all alone. Just me, absolutely by myself, nobody else.
Find out tonight on an all-new episode of Clem's Creek.
Bubba the Love Sponge Show, Rock 105, Jacksonville, 102.5, The Bone, Tampa. I'll tell you, Brent, that was such a shot in my arm. I'll tell you that right now, that MSNBC report.
It really makes you proud. It really makes me proud of people that are willing to just think Think about
I wonder if we will get. I wonder if we will get credit for that. You think we will? I mean, and I don't need it. I just was thinking out loud.
Well, I mean, do we ever really get credit for anything we do?
Yeah.
That's true.
We have a financial crisis, a critical presidential debate in a state that tipped the past two elections. That's
This is Fox 13 talking about the I-4 corridor. And don't you think that the highest rated air personality in the I-4 corridor, or the highest rated show, I should say, when I say me, I mean us. Please, I don't mean to, please don't take that the wrong way, guys. I know you do, understand. But anyway, don't you think the highest rated show would have something to do with the I-4 corridor?
Without a doubt.
why Barack Obama is...
Wait till we expand this show. You know, I was talking to Kevin Hazel, and he's like, you guys are going to be a force to be reckoned with. People are going to have to be on your show and vie for your endorsement if they want to have any type of political chance in Florida.
I love it.
And he said, you need to have a subsection within your website as to people you endorse, and then give candidates an opportunity to come on to get that endorsement.
That'd be great.
Camped out this week in Pinellas County. He will hold a public rally tomorrow morning.
This is Barack Obama.
Fox 13's political reporter Craig Patrick is live in Dunedin, where he's going to speak at Nology Park. So, Craig, first of all...
That's today, right? Now, you better start heading that way now. Bring your Bubba signs. I know that I short-spaced you, so you probably won't bring any, but the next time that Barack Obama is in town, I'm not, because I've been under this 2-week moratorium of keeping my mouth shut. But I'm breaking the chains, my friend, of being censored. And I'm no longer going to abide by that.
Why Dunedin?
For the most part.
Well, the city's Democratic mayor is running for Congress. That may be a factor here, but if you take a closer look at the numbers, it's interesting. This may be a key battleground city in the battleground state.
Barack Obama says he's spending the week in Pinellas County because he likes our weather and our food.
That's right.
He said that shows he's smart right there.
Lettuce, tomato, cheddar cheese.
Well, now, okay. Now, see, that's my kind of guy.
You get some cheddar cheese on that?
Yeah, not McCain. How would McCain have ordered it?
I can't even eat a burger.
Why not?
Put it in a blender. My teeth hurt.
Like some spicy mustard.
There we go.
Spicy mustard. That gives me indigestion.
He's preparing for his debate on Friday.
How do you guys fit into the healthcare picture?
But he's also connecting with swing voters in America's largest swing state.
Jerry, how you doing? Good to see you, Jerry. What do you want? Good to see you, Woody.
He talked about health care, lower taxes, and technology at this diner in Clearwater.
You guys know more about it than me. Thank you. I want your votes, too. All right.
He's bearing down.
I mean, is it me? I know, I know everybody's mad at me over at Cox right now. Is it me? He just seems like more of a man's man, regardless of what affiliation he is. He's just like, dude, he's a regular guy like me.
Because he's closer to being the...
How old is he?
He's 47.
On Tampa Bay in the I-4 corridor. That's where
Manson Obama would ruin you on the soccer field.
No way.
He'd put one right by you, baby.
Maybe on the basketball court.
Yeah, he would post you up.
Are usually won and lost. Historically, South Florida tends to vote with the North, and North Florida tends to vote with the South. So the road to the White House may once again lead through Central Florida and cities like Dunedin. That's where Obama will speak in just a few hours.
So now they're saying, well, MSNBC reported it just a few minutes ago. I'll play that yet again. I know you've heard it 10 times. But I guess these political analysts have redacted it all on down to they're saying now that the Tampa, Florida area may very well be. There's probably a reason why he's down here for 4 straight days.
You think he hasn't analyzed this data?
I mean, he could have gone to any other venue in town, but he chose our town. And we are the grassroots of Florida.
The city has a Democratic...
Now, hey, listen, you people of Jacksonville, man, no slight. He was just there a few days ago. He knows the importance of that as well.
I think Duval County is going to have a chance to go.
Oh, Duval County will go Barack Obama.
It's gonna be close. But
we just got to get the good, hardworking white boys up there to understand what we're talking about and stop seeing color. Seriously. You boys have got to understand. And all you military personnel up there, you got to read. There's a reason why 85-15 or 60-40 people in the military that have contributed to Barack versus McCain. You had those stats that I gave you.
6-1.
6-1.
You're talking about just active duty military personnel.
Yeah.
6-1. And that's unheard of.
To Barack.
That is unheard of in a presidential race. Yep.
It's unheard of. One, for it to be that way with a Republican versus a Democrat. Historically, Republicans tend to be more military friendly. And secondly, on a guy that is a retired veteran and a former POW. I mean, that's how adamant.
When I saw those numbers, I was stunned.
Mayor, but Republican voters outnumber Democrats.
Well, Dunedin is historically a Republican stronghold from a voting standpoint. I'm a lifelong Republican myself.
There you go. How many times, Manson, have we heard this now? I'm a lifelong Republican, and I am a Barack Obama supporter.
And you never hear that.
I think everybody in this room, except for Ned, is that way.
Oh, McCain. Got to have one voice of reason in the room. John McCain.
Then now this guy. I've had 5 phone callers for the same thing.
He says he plans to vote for Obama. That's how small town speeches can make a big difference.
Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's trying to get a way to get in to see him and all that sort of stuff. It's a huge deal.
Obama plans to call for tax and spending cuts. We also expect him to challenge the government's rescue plan for the banks, as he did this afternoon.
It is wholly unreasonable to expect that American taxpayers would or should hand this administration, or any administration, a $700 billion blank check with absolutely no oversight or conditions.
If we do bail out the banks, Obama wants to add more help for struggling homeowners. He also wants a board to decide who gets bailed out, and
there you go.
Salary caps for top executives who get rescued. And when the economy recovers, he wants the banks to pay extra fees to pay back the taxpayers.
John McCain has been attacking Barack Obama because he said Obama did not have or was slow to announce his plans for the banking crisis, and they have both been accusing each other of having ties to players who caused the crisis in the first place. Expect both of them to talk about that again tomorrow and in the presidential debate in Mississippi on Friday. That debate, Kelly, is supposed to focus on foreign affairs, but then again, we have a crisis here in our banking system that does have global implications.
Certainly does. When's Obama going to speak, Craig, and how many people do they expect tomorrow?
10,000, 8 to 10,000, maybe more. The gates will open to the public at 10:30 tomorrow morning. Obama,
which is today. This is from last night's news.
We'll speak a little later, perhaps around noon. It is first come, first served, free and open to the public, so people do not need tickets, but they may well need some patience to get through the traffic and find places to park.
I bet so. All right. Thank you so much, Craig.
MSNBC is doing a whole bunch of data here. Hold on.
If he loses Virginia, watch these numbers. Obama hits the 270.
Wow.
McCain comes up 2 votes short. So this.
You think it'll be that close?
It's going to be that close. And Virginia is 47-47 right now.
Electoral votes by losing Michigan, Ohio, Florida, New Hampshire. That's how important Virginia may very well become, Chairman.
All right, we'll keep an eye on it. Thank you very much.
What's that about?
Because right now, Michigan, Minnesota, Iowa, it's looking like those are done deals for Obama. So those.
How about Florida? Are we a dead heat right now?
Florida is a dead heat.
It's statistically a dead heat. Supposedly +2 Barack. But I've seen +2 McCain, I've seen +2 Barack, and I've seen dead heat Willie.
Yep. So that means statistically it's a dead heat. That means our area is going to decide it.
This year, if you want to get specific about the Sunshine State, the phrase for election night may not be Florida, 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 but Tampa, Tampa, Tampa. The latest NBC News Mason-Dixon polling shows Barack Obama now up 2 in Florida. Pollsters who know about these things point to Obama's performance in the Tampa Bay area as the reason for his edge. Tampa Bay is usually a good indicator for which way the entire state will go. And in that internal poll, Senator Obama leads Senator McCain by 6, 49-43.
They just showed the new Washington Post ABC national poll on TV, and it's 52-43 Obama.
That's the national lead.
That's the national poll today.
If you're not talking about the presidential election, you're talking about the bailout. There's about 3 or 4 things you might be talking about: the raise, the bailout, the presidency. That's about all that's really going on right now. Barack's in town. The Rays are on fire. Bucks play the Packers at Ray J this weekend. Where's Jags play?
Let me find out.
And then obviously the big bailout. I am absolutely positively not for this bailout.
As most of Americans aren't, as both parties, other than the
some
the president.
fine, historically huge, strong conservatives yesterday in the Senate and House, both really came to the forefront and said, I am not on this bill at all. I am not on this script at all. Stop.
Yeah, I was so happy to see they had the guts to do that. Because the American people are fed up with this.
Gave,
that's what I think it is.
Yep, and they gave Dick Cheney the double tall man yesterday. Jacksonville Jaguars will host Houston. So
we have 2 home games.
So this Sunday, get out and support the Jaguars, man. They can beat
That's
Houston.
That's a game we can win, huh?
Yep.
Dire warnings fail to move lawmakers as they urge reworking the $700 billion plan. Again, I think whether it's Barack Obama that's the next president of the United States or whether it's John McCain, this needs to be maybe they can start working on it now, fluff it up, get it ready, and then this will be the first thing that our new president, whomever that man may be, has a chance to look at and propose or deny or rework or something. But this should not be on his plate without his approval, whomever that man may be.
No way.
And lawmakers on Capitol Hill are wading through this multi-billion-dollar package. Fox TV's Rich Edson explains now that time is running out.
Secretary Lawmakers are still negotiating the details of the Bush administration's bill, which would grant the Treasury Department $700 billion.
In blunt terms, Bernanke warned that the senators that if they fail to pass the $700 billion plan, they risk causing a recession, increasing the already bad joblessness and pushing more homes into foreclosure. This will be a major drag on the U.S. economy and greatly impede the ability for the economy to recover. Okay,
be scared.
Yeah, be scared. Be real scared. And because you've messed it up now, and you know what? Everybody is to blame, not just the president, the Congress, the Senate, the House, the D-RAG, from A to Z. You guys all need to be held accountable. So this is your last-ditch effort to scare us. Hey, how can it really get any worse?
It really can.
The new authority.
My sister told me that, you know what, there's 18 houses for every 18 to 1 is the stats here in the Tampa area right now. Home buyers to how many houses are available.
They're not selling at all. I've had like a dozen homes in my neighborhood for sale for probably 2 years.
Senators peppered officials on Capitol Hill this afternoon about their request for more power.
I understand speed is important, but I'm far more interested in whether or not we get this right.
Bernanke warned lawmakers that failing to act will fail the economy.
I believe if the credit markets are not functioning.
I got to tell you right now, man, in a real historic type deal, man, because I don't know if we've ever had the timing of something this large with regards to our country's livelihood in conjunction with a presidential election that's 40-some days out, maybe in the lower, I don't know, 40.
I'll say 41 or 40.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever had this much of a crisis or this important of a matter this close to a presidential election and in an unprecedented move, man. Because they both, at the end of the day, are still senators.
Yep.
Barack Obama and John McCain. They should bring those two in right now and say, fellas, you two collectively. I know you can't. First of all, you can't use this as you can't use this as political warfare against each other in campaigning. But you need to give us some direction because one of you two is going to be the next man, the commander in chief. So help us mold and frame this thing to your liking. And you're both responsible for it. Brock, you can't blame Obama, and Barama, you can't blame Brock. It's going to be molded and framed by you two. I mean, that's a pretty good idea, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. Get them
and
in
you guys are in this together.
Yep. And say, listen, the country's too big. It's bigger than the both of you.
Yeah,
so sit down.
This is a far bigger issue than the both of you, and our country's livelihood is hinging upon this, and it's far bigger than both of you.
That's a great idea because they would actually have to do the right thing because one of them is going to be saddled with it, and they don't know which one.
Right. They don't.
You know what? That's a great point.
So they actually have to do what's best for the country, which is completely rare.
The only time I've seen these two come together, and I was proud of both. I was proud of both of these men is during the 9/11 tribute when they walked shoulder to shoulder down the memorial of the Twin Towers, and they paid respects, and I liked that. I really did like that. They promised they did no campaigning that day to observe 9/11, and they walked shoulder and shoulder down to the memorial, and it was awesome. They could come together for the betterment of our country, shoulder to shoulder right now, once this thing is somewhat framed, and sit down with the forefathers of the Senate and the Congress and say, let's get to work on this. We're just not one of 100 senators. That's not what we represent. But instead, we are going to be, one of us is going to be the next president of the United States. Because I don't think we've ever had this dire of a situation that need a ruling this fast from this close to an election that one of the two will have to be dealt with. This is going to be policy for one of these two men.
Absolutely.
So these two need to frame it. And the other one, the guy that loses is not the bad guy here. After it's said and done, he helped frame it, and they both have to come to common ground.
I would love to see that. That's
an excellent idea. I'm glad I thought of it.
It'd be so great to see that.
Come together for the betterment of our country, and then you subsequently say, you know what, you two can't use this. You can't use this against each other because you have to agree on it.
Yeah, let's hash it out and both agree.
That jobs will be lost, the unemployment rate will rise.
In fact, the first one to make that idea would look like a good guy.
Oh.
If Barack Obama today on stage and Dunedin said, you know what we need to do is I need to get with John McCain, and him and I need to fly to Washington tonight, or before or after our debate, and we need to roll our sleeves up and get this thing fixed, because either him or I are going to have to live by these standards that are passed. So we need to come together and put the final touches on this now. That would put him over, man. The American public would be like, yeah.
That'd be huge.
Maybe McCain will come out. First one that says it is the winner.
More houses will be foreclosed upon. GDP will contract. That the economy will just not be able to recover in a normal, healthy way.
President Bush addressed the United Nations this morning. In his speech, he tried to reassure the world economy that Congress will pass his plan.
Our economies are more closely connected than ever before.
As soon as I hear his voice, I just cringe.
Remain calm. I've got a plan to save the world's economy. It's similar to the plan I implemented in Iraq.
What's that?
Stay the course. Mass destruction.
Vice President Dick Cheney and other top officials went to Capitol Hill to try to persuade various reluctant lawmakers. Dick Cheney was supposedly had behind closed-door meetings with various of them.
He did. And he got a double tall man.
Yeah, because we want. I love it.
That's so great.
We want to give the Secretary of the Treasury, which is a guy who just made $50 million in Goldman Sachs in the last 5 years. So he's basically a Wall Street fat cat. I mean, can't we all agree on that? If you're Republican, Democrat, he made $50 million in the last 5 years.
Yeah, and he works for the government now.
Let's give him $700 billion to give to Wall Street.
Right.
No way.
I know that many of you here are watching how the United States government will address the problems in
I'm back on the Johnny Walker.
our financial system. Recent weeks, we have taken bold steps. Prevent a severe...
I would like to take this buffoon's last 3 or 4 speeches. Remember in February when he said, the stimulus checks are going to be hit in about 60 days. Bottom line is, economy will be stimulated this summer as each individual American will be getting a stimulus check. Everything will be okay. Stay the course. Then, I don't know, a few months ago, the stimulus checks didn't quite work out the way it was supposed to. We're in a little bit of an economic downtrodden, but we'll be okay. Stay the course. Now it's... I need 700. Oops. I need 700 million.
Billion.
I mean,
I don't even use the M word.
Yeah, millions are for nothing.
Billion.
That's walking around money. That's flash cash.
Soon to be trillion. I like that word. The T word's even better.
Yeah.
Trillion.
By the time I get out of here, see, I've graduated as George W. Bush. My first part of my ministry was $1 million type deal. Most part of my second term has been in the billions, and I'll be damned if before I leave office, I'll be able to say trillion.
And I want the American people to know that after trillion, there's a new word. It's called quadrillion. You may not be familiar with it, but learn it.
Learn it because I've given the next presidency quadrillion-type ramifications.
Today's letter is the letter Q.
Which stands for what?
Quadrillion.
Which means what?
You're dead up to your ass.
In debt. And only the Chinese will be able to interpret that, because that's who we owe all our money to. Stinky Chinese. They duped me. I thought I was getting good rates. I thought I was on an ARM-type payment where I was making interest-only payments. You know, the wherewithal and the relationship that the U.S. government has with regards to borrow money from China, a lot goes along the template of people in their homes here in America. We got a little too big for our britches, and we borrowed too much money and couldn't make the ARM payments no more.
Oops.
Oops. Brock, see if you can fix this. I'm out of here. Peace out. Fix it. Go get me a no-bid contract.
Disruption of the American economy. which would have a devastating effect on other economies around the world.
The White House expects the bill to pass by the end of the week. Lawmakers say they are prepared to work the weekend if need be.
Oh, so be it.
Oh, wow.
In Washington, I'm Rich
weekend.
Edson, Fox Business Network.
On some good news, ladies and gentlemen. Good news. Let me give a timbo to Chuck Harmon.
From the St. Pete Police Chief?
St. Pete Police Chief. I don't know if he is the one that made this decision, but in the newspaper today, St. Petersburg officer Pat McGovern violated no rules when his taser appeared to touch the back of a Red Sox fan's head during a September 17th scuffle with the police and security officers at Tropicana Field.
Good. They made the right call.
Exactly. Police say that officers cannot intentionally aim or fire taser guns at a head, but spokesperson Bill Proffitt said that McGovern's superiors decided that he unintentionally aimed it. Police say the drunk and disorderly man tried to jump the field and was tackled by security. A St. Petersburg Times photo earned him a minor infamy. Police said more photos of the incident on TampaBay.com show how much trouble police officers had in arresting this guy. It was helpful to look at all 11 St. Petersburg Times pictures rather than just one. McGovern did not fire his taser. It was used as a deterrent. Excellent. Pat McGovern's a great cop, and I'll tell you right now, Pat McGovern's so thick that he wouldn't even have need that taser because he would have jacked that guy right up to the cows come home.
No problem.
No problem. Pat McGovern, he's a thick stud. It's refreshing to get some good news on that, is it not?
Definitely. Pat did a good job there.
Good job, Pat. Mike, Tampa, quickly. Hi.
Hi, Bubba.
Mike going once. Hi, Mike. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to call, and I've been listening, talking about the presidential races. I didn't know if anybody was aware of the Jones Act issue and what their candidate stances were on the Jones Act.
Well, why don't you get me up to speed, my friend? What is that?
Well, the Jones Act sets aside U.S. ships for the merchant marine and sets aside U.S. ships carrying U.S. cargo between U.S. ports. And McCain is, what I understand, McCain is against the Jones Act and banishing the Jones Act, and Obama is more for keeping it intact the way it stands.
Brett, what's your
I'm gonna have to look this up. I don't have an educated opinion right now, so I can't. I'm not educated on this particular law, but I will look it up. So I can't give you a ruling either way because I don't know.
We will look it up, my friend.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you. We got Topless Week coming up here. What, Spice? A few minutes?
Yeah, a couple minutes.
Price should start getting after it, should we not?
I hope so.
Topless Week deal. We'll shift gears from the political rhetoric, and we will go right to what we do second best. Well, probably first best. That's girls that are topless, playing Wii, doing various aerobic exercises.
Sweet.
You guys bitched and moaned. We talk about politics. Now we'll go to TNA. There you have it.
Uh-oh. He's vapor locked.
Honest to God.
More after this on the Bubba Radio Network.
They say the best weapon is one you never have to fire. I respectfully disagree.
Iron Man, the official video game. Rated T for teen. Available now.
Good luck keeping up.
With the Dish DVR, you can record 2 shows at the same time.
Excuse me, Frank, but did I hear you say something about 2 at the same time?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I thought you said. Thank you, Dish Network.
Get the best HD DVR. Free. It's better than TiVo. And 3 months of programming. Free. Never miss anything with a Dish DVR from Dish Network.
One 888-69 Bubba. Back to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
No matter how bad the blood is, they bring everyone back. They don't bring back Savage. As I said, the very inner sanctum that have told me is that because there's something inappropriate happened with Savage and Stephanie when she was a young girl. Not a young girl, but a teenager.
Wow.
Yeah.
Randy, what happened?
Uh-huh.
I wasn't in the room. I can't give you the play-by-play or what position or
if there's
if he was
grass,
oiled down or anything.
grass on the infield play ball, dig it. Uh-huh.
Oh, Randy.
Yeah.
Be careful, Randy. Be careful. Grass on the infield play ball, huh?
Yeah, I'm a big baseball fan. Yeah, dig it.
That's
my baby girl.
Vince, that's your baseball field?
Yes.
Randy?
I want to play ball.
Maybe we should, both play ball.
Maybe we can have
yeah, dig it, Vince.
Maybe you guys can do an afternoon doubleheader.
Doubleheader,
Now
dig
that's an angle.
Yeah.
You are listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Bubba Radio Theater presents an imaginary scenario with MJ Kelly, the brave little DJ who battled back after a horrible automobile accident in which his legs were amputated just below the knees, and his face was so hideously crushed and disfigured it had to be completely reconstructed with skull fragments taken from a retarded baboon. But still...
Cut. No, there was no auto accident.
What do you mean?
MJ Kelly's never been in an automobile accident.
You mean he looks like that normally?
Yep.
And he was born that short?
Yeah, 5'3", 5'4", something like that.
Oh well, as disturbing as that may be, on with the scene. Another unbelievable, amazing, over-the-top, stupendous show, overflowing with astounding entertainment that only I, MJ Kelly, can deliver.
Clean my cage.
Not now, Casey. Leave me alone. Can't you see I'm basking in my fantasticness?
Clean my cage.
While you sit there, bored and all alone in your cage, literally jam-packed full of bird crap.
Clean my cage.
Just pipe down, Casey. I have to get ready for the Schnitz Show.
Schnitzel shucks. Schnitzel shucks.
Casey, I'm warning you.
Schnitzel hack. Sean Hannity wannabe.
Casey, stop it.
Schnitzel hack.
That's it. I'm covering your cage, thus putting you in total darkness and denying you the privilege of looking at me in all my infinite, magnificent incredibleness.
Casey's hungry. Casey's hungry.
No, for Pete's sake, here's some of Fester's Tony Fatso's barbecue sauce. Now pipe down.
Make love to me, Joey B. Make love to me, Joey B.
What?
MJ's too tiny.
Casey, where did you hear this?
Do me dirty. Pull my hair. MJ's too tiny. Do me dirty.
This is so bizarre. I mean, fortunately, this is an imaginary scenario. Otherwise, I would be forced to believe that my wife was cheating on me behind my back because I'm a loudmouth blowhard.
He's doing the Schnitz Show. He's doing the Schnitz Show. He'll never find out.
Casey, please, I'm trying to work.
Flip out the gimmicks.
What?
Here's the deal.
Has Fester been listening to Bubba in my office again?
Screw the midget. Bubba Army. Iggy.
Stop it.
Iggy. Bubba Army. Bubba Army.
Oh, that's it. Someone call my lawyer, Phil Campbell.
Screw the midget.
I'm suing my own bird.
We have Spice. Let me just run through a little bit more daily audio, some stuff that I find interesting. Then I'll bring the girls in. We have the lovely ladies from 2001: Space Odyssey. You know, Jimmy and the boys over there. They're so accommodating, man. It's really, really hard to get entertainers up this early in the morning, and Jimmy is second to none. I love that place. 2001: Space Odyssey. Go there. Go up to the spaceship. Blast off. Get crazy. Night shift girls are considered the green team, Robin and Eva, and then the day shift will be Jules and Go-Go. Did Sexy Thick make the trek, Spice?
Yes, she did. Miller says yes.
Miller says yes on the Sexy Thick parameters?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Let me just play about just run a couple pieces of audio. Then I'll bring the gals in.
There was another fatal accident on
this is very sad.
The roads today in Florida. A child was hit by a car while riding his bike home from school. The FHP says the car just took off. They're looking for that vehicle now. It happened near the intersection of Fruitville and Honoré in Sarasota. The child is badly hurt and has been taken by helicopter to a hospital there in Sarasota. We're told he has serious head injuries. Troopers are interviewing witnesses who saw the crash or know something about it to get details about the car that sped away. And the vehicle they are looking for may have been a gray or silver Ford Taurus.
How can you hit a kid and keep on going? I mean, seriously.
I don't even understand the mentality there.
I mean, if I found you, I would shoot you execution style. If
Their
that was
mentalities, they were probably hammered out of their mind, and they didn't want to get busted. It's not right. But that was probably their mentality.
A Baker County mother and father facing charges after police say they were living with their 2 children in a house of filth. William Graham, seen here in this picture, and his wife Dina are charged with 2 counts of child neglect and 6 counts of animal cruelty.
You know, it's not really hard or brain surgery. Even retarded people can have kids. Well, granted, I think your kids come out retarded if you have a retard. But, I mean, you know, even animals know how to take care of their own. It's not really brain surgery to know that you can't have your kids hanging out with a bunch of poop and dead animals. I mean, come on.
Investigators say...
Remember, it doesn't cost anything to be clean.
True.
It doesn't cost anything to be clean and tidy.
Animal control officer was...
And I am getting old. Am I not, Spice? I'm turning into my grandfather.
Did he used to tell you that?
Of course. And then this guy needs to be taken directly to a gravel pit and beheaded with a shovel. This gentleman out of Jacksonville.
Told you about a teenager who admitted he sexually assaulted a 3-year-old girl.
Whoa.
Yeah. Boy. You take him out there, out back.
3 years old.
Put a stick of dynamite in a certain crevice.
There you go.
You blow him up.
I don't even think you blow them up right away. You blow them off like limb by limb or finger by finger and start slow.
Maybe you don't even stick a stick of dynamite. Maybe you just stick an M80 because if you stick an M80 certain places, it ain't going to kill you.
Real torture.
It's going to blow some stuff up. And then, you just start, just blowing various crevices up, mouth, nose, various other places, various other...
Told you about a teenager who admitted...
Out of Jacksonville, by the way.
He sexually assaulted a 3-year-old girl.
Well, tonight, the girl's father speaks to us about what...
Oh, I bet he does.
...he did after hearing the teen confess to what he did. CBS 47's Amy Tortolani has our exclusive story.
Amy Tortolani.
Great. Hey, Jim Mark, this is obviously difficult.
Spice, look her up. She sounds kind of steamy. Amy Tortolani.
Subject for us to tell and extremely difficult for this family, but the dad tells us that once these allegations were
out of Jacksonville
made, investigators then began talking to his younger children, a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old, and that's when they started questioning the teenager about possibly sexually assaulting them as well. It was down this street.
Are they saying 3? Did they say? Wow.
Yeah. In a home in Jacksonville Beach that a 3-year-old girl and a 14-year-old teenage boy were locked in a bathroom. When the door was finally...
Can I ask you a question? I mean, I've had a 3-year-old little girl. I have a 6-year-old little boy and a 7-year-old stepdaughter right now. But, I was around when they were 3. Boy, I don't even know what to say. I mean, what kind of monster do you got to be? What kind of person and mindset do you have to be if that would be considered a turn-on for you?
Well, I think you said the word best monster. I mean, that's really what the guy is.
My God. I mean, you know what, Brent? At that point, as a person, you're broken.
That's a nice word for it.
I mean, I want to say.
Because
you're broken, and I ain't got no need for you in my society. If you're going to have sex or molest or try to have sex or try to be stimulated in some way, shape, or form by a 3-year-old girl who, by all means, has no sexual organs at all. I mean, again, it's I'm at loss for words. I really am. But I thought I was watching a Cartoon Network TV, and instead I'm watching 25 Set Up the Wii or something.
Yeah, that's what.
Pried open. Both were pulling up their underpants. So
the doors are pried open, and both are pulling their underpants up. What? I got to really be careful on what I say here. But, Spice, a man's anatomy, I can't talk about it.
Butler's dad learned moments later about the alleged sexual assault. He says he did what any dad would do.
All I remember is I put my hand around his throat, and I remember when the police got here. That's it.
We're not identifying this man to keep his daughter from being recognized. His wife says he struck the teenager.
Absolutely, man. There should be no charges filed against this man, and instead the Jacksonville Sheriff's Department should have said, "Sir, I'll tell you, we're going to go outside here and do some paperwork and leave you a few minutes alone to have a chat with this man." Oh. And I'm looking the other way, kid.
I went and talked to the boy that supposedly...
We okay, Spice? The Wiz was running.
Fine.
Did what he did and got a confession out of him.
Jacksonville Beach police tell us they got the same confession. And when investigators talk to the toddler's twin sister and 4-year-old sister, they suspect the teen also abused them. This dad, he blames himself for...
Find me this teen. How old is this guy? 17? Is that what it said?
thought they said 14.
14.
The harm that has come to his own children. You see, he let the teen come live with them.
I feel like as a father of any family, and any father would feel, you are the protector of your family.
You're right.
And your main job is to protect your family, and especially your kids, from obscene stuff and people like that.
You're being a little too hard on yourself, my friend. I mean, how do you ever predict something like this?
Yeah, but then again, I mean, at least he is taking some responsibility for it, because
No,
at the end of the day, he did bring this kid home and live with him.
Right. You're right. Who's running? Who's that guy running? Is that
25?
Is he running?
Yep.
And when you fail to do that, that's a feeling that I wouldn't wish on anybody.
Obviously, you can hear the dad there being very choked up. The family tells me they've not returned home to Georgia because they fear the teen who's back in school may try to harm their young children.
Now, hold on. This kid's back in school? Spies?
That seems like what they said.
So you sexually abuse or possibly are investigated for sexually abusing a 3-year-old and you're back in school? Tell me the system ain't broken.
Again, and they also worry about possible retaliation, Paige and Mark, from the boy's family. So very, very difficult for this family.
Yeah, extremely emotional. What charges is this teen facing, if any?
Right now, Mark, he's facing felony charges for the one girl that was allegedly sexually assaulted here in Jackson.
All right, so you're facing felony, probably capital sexual battery.
Yes.
And you're allowed to be back in school?
Yeah.
My God.
Jacksonville Beach, but investigators here are trying to work with investigators in Georgia to find out if the other girls are talking about sexual assaults that possibly happened at their home in Georgia.
And right now, he's not being kept away from kids or anything.
No, and again, because he's a minor, Page, we can't find out a whole bunch of information about him. He is 14, but from what we're told by the victim's family, they claim he's back at school today. That school, they say, is very close to their home. Another reason they don't want to go back home.
All right. Amy Tortolani.
My Lord. How does that guy... Brent, they have a confession from the kid.
Yep. I don't know how our system is broken as much as this kid is, because he needs to be locked up.
Spikes, let me get caught up, and we will do topless. Now, what are we doing officially? Topless and it's going to be... I see that...
We've got Dance Dance Revolution.
We have the 100...
Oh, no, we switching that out? What do we got? 25?
Track and field?
We're going to do track and field and swimming.
Did Heather's Wii Fit not?
The Wii Fit works, but it takes too long to get to an event, and we don't have enough time for that.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, let's do Wii Fit maybe next week, and we'll start it like in the 8 o'clock hour, so we can get it all set up.
Okay.
All
yeah,
right?
it just takes you a little while between.
You a little while between.
Yep.
We're doing track and field and swimming.
Yep.
All right. Don't leave.
There's nothing wrong with my digestion.
The Love Sponge. Bubba the Love Sponge.
This is the Bubba Radio Network.
To say thanks for making Subway footlongs famous, get any piled high regular footlong for just $5. $5 footlongs. Hurry, a celebration this great won't last long. At Subway.
I'm a busy guy. That's why I love Roadrunner.com, where I can do everything fast and all in one place. Like plan the perfect date. I can email my girlfriend, check out movie trailers, download MP3s for the car from Roadrunner Music, even get driving directions. Yeah, and next time, I'll use Roadrunner.com to get a forecast too.
Get what you need online at Roadrunner.com. Get there faster with Roadrunner High Speed Online. Call today to get Roadrunner for as low as $14.95 a month for 12 months. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
What's your opinion? We'd like to know. Really? 1-888-69-BUBBA. 1-888-69-BUBBA.
Serious?
I love it. You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Bring in the lovely ladies of 2001 Space Odyssey. It is the topless Wii Olympics. Spice has founded me. Spice has founded me. My especially Carl Harris produced video. I'm sorry. I got a little distracted. One of the 2001 girls came in and went right for the stripper pole, Spice. Look at her. Look at her. You're missing it. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Spence. She went right for the pole. Hi, honey. That's Sexy Thick, ain't it?
Yep.
Sexy Thick looks like she's had a little bit of a rough night, doesn't she?
Yeah, Sexy Thick looks pretty tired.
Yeah. Go over there, honey.
To the mics. 25.
There we go. This girl's going to be a problem. Hold on here. I don't have those mics up yet. Stand by. Hold on. What mic is that? White?
Yeah, they got white and yellow.
Yes. What's go ahead, honey. You're live. Go ahead. Hello. What's your name, honey?
Me?
Yeah. Yep. You walked in like you have something to say. What's going on?
No, yeah, I was just trying to come over there to you.
Why?
Because I wanted to
You wanted to what? Did you want to
hug and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Shut that door behind you guys. 25. Hit the door. How often do I got to tell these guys shut the door, Brent? I feel like my dad. Shut the door in and out. Now, what's your name, honey? No, the one that just talked to me in the pink.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Courtney.
Hi, Courtney. How are you?
Hi.
Do you go by Go-Go?
Me?
You're Go-Go. Okay.
Yeah.
You go by
Hi.
now, Courtney. Are you Jules or Courtney?
Whatever one you want to call me.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I like this girl.
See, that's
already.
cool.
I go by anything.
I like her already.
Yes.
So
and she's standing there and she can't help but clap her ass cheeks together.
I practice, I have to practice.
Now, when you walk through the mall, do you walk like that with your ass jacked up?
Sometimes I do.
Really?
In the grocery store too.
Like, give me your stripper walk one time. Like when you walk, how you keep
When
it?
I walk in my heels?
Yeah, well, you got your ass jacked up. Yeah.
I'm usually like this against something and.
So when you're in produce, man, do you start shimmying it like that?
Yeah, actually, I'll be in the grocery store line and sometimes I feel my boobs.
Right.
And I forget that I'm not at
Right.
work.
And then you start clapping your cheeks together.
Start clapping.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have Eva. That's better known as Sexy
Thick.
Sexy Thick. How are you, Sexy Thick?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Did you have a rough night last night? It looks like you might just got out of bed.
Not partying. Just tired. I didn't sleep well.
Well,
Oh, you didn't get drunk though, did you?
No.
Jules, you got something? You have a rough night?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You look like you're all right, though.
Yeah.
I had to put some makeup on before I came in.
Right. Was it a rough night? Did you pick up a fella?
No, I don't pick up fellows.
You don't. Women? Do you like ladies?
Yes. I usually try to go out with the hottest girls.
Right. Now we have Robin and Eva.
Me too.
Both returning top the champions. Yes, the green team, better known as the night shift, the green team, and then we got the day shift, which is the pink team, which is Jules and Go-Go. Right here, well, I don't know, not really, and they're playing for a blender, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
A blender to make daiquiris in, strawberry daiquiris?
To make your special cocktails. Yes, Brent. Yes. And Spice.
But she will not stop clapping her ass.
No, she just keeps clapping it.
Do you like that?
It's like almost like
a nervous twitch now.
Like almost restless leg syndrome. You know what I'm saying? She's got restless ass clap
very
syndrome.
Strange.
Actually, Go is a lot better right now.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show, always bringing you the best in sports entertainment.
Combining cutting-edge video game sports with topless strippers.
Are we going a little too far? Are we okay?
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show presents the Wii Olympics.
The Spice had that recut, and it needs to be topless Wii Olympics.
Indeed, because we do need to make them topless.
Yes, everything we do with these ladies are always going to be topless. I mean, why bother with clothes when you have lovely ladies from 2001 Space Odyssey right there on Del Mabry?
Who like to get topless.
Jules and Go-Go, the pink team, and Robin and Eva, the night shift green team. Now, Spice, usually we have some nice prizes here at the Bubba Radio Network. Toasters and various gift certificates. And today we have, we came up a little bit short. Sponsors did not quite come through, so we had to scrounge up something, Brent, out of the BRN cafeteria, and we have found a used blender.
A used blender.
A used blender. These lovely ladies from 2001. Money is no object to these ladies. They make plenty of money at night. They like nice gifts. We usually are able to provide that essentially, but today we came up a little bit short. The ladies are playing for a used blender.
Congratulations.
We will have two competitions. We're going to have 25 cent. Yeah. What are we? What two competition events are we having?
They're going to be running hurdles and swimming.
Swimming.
Yep.
And hurdles.
Yes.
And you are my demonstration man. You are going to show, them how to do. What is our first event? 25 cents.
The first event is going to be the hurdles.
The hurdles.
110 meters.
110 meter hurdles.
And
now, how do you jump?
You jump with the buttons.
With the buttons.
Yep.
But you gotta run.
You have to run. Move the
Talk
wands.
to them.
You have to run. When you run, you have to move the wands. I'll show you.
By the way, ladies, without further ado, we need to get you topless because it is the topless Wii Olympics. I like this little Jewel. She's a little spunky. She's a little rangy.
She
Brent.
is.
I'm ready.
You're rangy.
You are.
You got to take it all the way off, baby, because I'm sure you have sexy shoulders as well.
Yeah, and a nice back. So
And
we
you
definitely want to
And
see
you got
that.
some nice tattoo work, and I like your hair. And you're rangy. You're a little bit spunky. I like that. No problem. Here we go. All right, this is.
You kind of get sweaty in this.
Yeah, you kind of get sweaty.
That's why you gotta take your shirt off.
Of course,
Cool,
we
to
have
be cool.
we have Sexy Thick with the nice
All naturals.
Oh yeah, look at those. She bounces them around quite nicely, ladies and gentlemen. Quite nice development on her. Of course, we have her partner, Robin. Robin's got nice little. She's got the banana deals from the side. Remember, she's got the bananas. Robin, may I see a side profile of you? Little upward turned bananas. Oh, then now we got a little National Geographics from GoGo. Let me see GoGo. GoGo, let me see.
We mean that in a good way. Relax.
No, I mean it like. Oh, those might be the nicest ones here. I'm going to be honest with you. Let me get a better bearing of those. Look at me front wise. Ooh, very natural. Jimmy from 2001 likes to bring in the naturals.
He does. He loves it.
Yes, very natural. And now go look that way. I want to see. I'm going to get a side profile. Almost somewhat some banana parameters there as well. Would you say, Spice?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit more of a wide banana kind of deal, not more of a slope up kind of deal.
But killer midsection though. Look at her.
Very nice midsection. All these ladies, of course, in shape, and of course, Robin has matching tattoos on her chest. Imagine that. Sexy Thick has a tattoo down below her pubic region. It looks like Jules has a large tattoo on her stomach as well. And Go-Go, do you have any tattoos?
She's got a little something on the side that says trouble.
Says trouble.
Yeah,
so when a guy
right
is
on her
when he's grabbing a hold of those hips, that's definitely going to get him.
I mean,
into
look,
some trouble.
you were warned. You know what I mean?
Yeah, be like, if something happens, you're like, I warned you, baby.
Yeah,
You've been
it's
served.
trouble.
There you go. The green team versus the pink team. We're going to have Robin versus Jules in our very first competition. Robin versus Jules in the 110-meter hurdles. Here we go. We're taking Go-Go. She's over there. Go-Go's got some nice situations, does she not?
Yeah, she does. And
Yes.
25 is going to help them learn the controllers real quick.
All right, here we
and
go.
learn
25. Show
Do
them
a
how.
quick run through and then start it over for them.
All right, here we go. This is the 110-meter hurdles on the Topless Wii Olympics here at the Bubba Radio Network.
You gotta take the mic from her.
She's not doing it now. This is a little practice run. He's going
This
to
is
show
a
him what's
practice
up.
run. Here we go. Do we not have any more help here today? Is there not any more help? Mic holders and stuff like that?
On your marks.
Now you're the top, player 1, and then she's player 2. So you have to power yourself up with this bottom button. When it says go,
I'm
you
the
gotta
big turtle dude.
You're the big turtle.
bring it down, and then
Look at 25.
start running. When you get
now,
to the hurdles,
look how
hit the B
25
button.
now. Jules, look at 25.
This button on the bottom, this trigger. Just keep running.
25, look like he's playing a bongo drum in the jungle.
Like he's a star at Katanga at Busch Gardens.
Just gotta keep doing that.
Okay.
No, you got to go up and down. You got to go. No, like this, honey. Look.
Up and down. Gotcha.
Press the B button when you get to the hurdle.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, the button underneath your right finger.
You got that? That's the trigger.
Now, you're not actually running, honey. You're kind of like beating it up and down. You're beating a drum. Yeah, like you're beating a drum.
There you go.
Look at 25. Look at him. Nobody can beat a drum in the jungle better than that guy can. Look at that.
Sorry.
Brent, I really like that Jules. She's rangy, man. I like
She
her.
is. She is.
He's got
Beautiful.
spunk.
All right, here we go.
All right, you think you got it?
Now, 25, are they just racing each other?
They're gonna race each other.
They're going to race each other.
And I'm the big fat
Jules,
turtle.
Jules is the big turtle, Bowser,
Right?
Yeah.
and Robin is Daisy.
All right. All right,
Yeah,
here we go.
ahead, eat Daisy when you beat her.
Here we go. We're only doing this one. And then the girls will do. Watch your language now.
Yep.
You strippers tend to drop the F bombs a lot. I will tell you that that Robin. What's going on?
All right, we good to go?
Yes.
All right, put those controllers on here.
Oh, you're fine. I got it.
All right.
Don't worry about a
Guys
sexy
ready?
thing.
Girls
Don't worry
ready?
about it. Here we go. I got it. I dumped it out.
Make those things shake as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, the harder you beat up and down, the harder you beat up and down.
Yep.
Ready? Topless Wii.
And go. All right, they're off.
Bounce those boobies.
Run.
It looks like Robin. Look at Robin go.
You got it? You going?
All right, we done with there?
Look at this. It was a photo finish. Look at this.
Spice, you need some headphones, Spice. You need headphones.
All right, where are we at? Who won that one?
She won by a photo finish. Daisy.
25. Why those headphones are just sitting over there, I have no idea, my friend.
All right, here we go.
No, why other guys don't have them on?
All right, here we go. This is a real cluster.
Yeah. Miller, this is really organized well, Miller. Good job, buddy.
Who won that first event?
She won by a photo finish.
Daisy?
Yep, by a photo finish.
Congratulations, Daisy. All right, moving on to the next event here.
No, hold on. Now, did the other girls do it?
Yeah, these two here just went.
Yeah, these two here just went. And we're going to do the swimming next, correct?
Well, no, those two have got to run now.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted them to run also.
Yeah, they got to run as well.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
They got to run as well. Yes.
Ladies, you remember how to do it, right?
Come on over.
You guys watch the instructions.
Yep.
It's Sexy Thick's turn, and Sexy Thick, likes to have a lot of the action, as she is.
Big Dick, what are we doing? What are we doing manpower today, Big Dick? Or do you not have any manpower out there? Did you not organize any manpower? Did you not know we had a live event today? I'm just asking you. Well, maybe you should realize that we need mic holders, picture takers. I mean, we need warm bodies here.
All right, you ladies know what you're doing, right? Sexy Thick, you remember how to do this, right?
Brent, show her what she's got to do. Show Go-Go what she's got to do.
Hey, and then when you get
Sexy Thick, you all right? Ooh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah, the key is to really get those things moving up and down.
Yeah, there you go.
Up and down.
There you go. Look at that. Yeah, Sexy Thick.
At a fast pace.
Sexy Thick probably has some of the nicest natural breasts I've ever seen in my entire life.
You're really a fan of hers. I remember last time she was in here. You kept
she's got me. She's got me really smitten.
I agree.
She's got me really, really smitten. Here we go.
25. Shout out the directions again.
Here we go.
Dave, us being down on Mike's killing me. I'm telling you that right now.
Yep. This one right here for
Topless
now.
we.
Okay, you ready? And then go.
There we go. She's really cruising right there.
No, they fall started.
Oh.
They fall started.
Here we go.
Wait until I say go.
Topless we, ladies and gentlemen.
And then when you hurdle, you're hitting that button.
Go!
Run.
There we go.
Faster. Up and down.
Oh, look at Sexy Thick shake those. Go, honey, go! They just run right through them. They just run right through them.
Up and down. Up and down.
I think Go-Go's going to win this.
Go.
Oh, yeah. Look.
Go. Come on, you got it. Go.
Spice,
There you go. Go.
I could care less who wins.
Go.
I agree.
Go.
The other girl's good looking too, but for some reason I can't take my eyes off Sexy Thick.
I love Sexy Thick.
Good job, Go.
Who won that one? Is it over?
Go-Go won. Go-Go won.
Go-Go won, but I think the shaking part goes to Sexy Thick.
Go won, but Sexy Thick can shake better than nothing.
Absolutely.
All right, listen now. So right now, who won? Oh, hold on. Who's keeping score now?
I got it. Green got one and Pink got one.
Oh, so we're tied up.
Yes.
Green's got one win and Pink's got one win. Get us over to swimming 25 ASAP.
I believe we're going to do the
now.
we're going to do breaststroke.
Hey. Not the same two girls compete. Switch up, put Go-Go.
Go stay here, and then you two switch.
Yeah, bring Robin in there. Robin, you're going against Go-Go. Robin, you're going against Go-Go.
All right, now Robin's an athlete here.
Yes, Robin is. By the way, these ladies and gentlemen,
well.
these ladies and gentlemen playing for a used blender here at the Bubba Radio Network.
Boy, what a crappy prize that is.
Hey,
I mean,
exposure. These ladies are getting exposure on a multimedia forum here.
That's a good point. Working on a budget here. All right, we're picking the characters out as the stripper week.
Now we got Sexy Thick and Jules that are kind of like an.
It almost looks like they want to make out.
Now, are you guys a couple? Have you guys messed around before?
We've made out.
Well, go ahead and let it go. I mean, let's see one. Let's see one of those deals right here.
Yeah, why not?
Do you guys ever kiss? No.
Well, hang on. You're saying no?
No, just that.
Oh, just kisses like that.
Oh, little
Sexy
butterfly
Thick
kisses.
Sexy Thick, why are you being so mean today, huh?
I'm not not mean.
Yeah,
I
kind
had a
of.
long day. I'm not being mean.
All right, baby. Don't be mean to me.
Sorry.
You're one of my favorites now. All right. Just saying.
Never. I'm never mean.
You guys don't think you could maybe just get one make out in?
I mean, like a, you know, come on.
A little bit.
Well, something.
Depends on what team wins. My mouth is dry, to be honest.
You want some water? Yeah. All right, I'll get you some water. Then we get to see a make out. Yes.
Here we go. That's not her flavor. It's regular water, and she said that's not her flavor.
She's coming up with excuses.
Yeah,
That's
she's being a little bit problematic today.
There we go.
My patience are wearing thin with her. She's not going to win the blender.
Uh-oh, no blender for
No
her?
blender for you, baby.
All right, I think we're ready to go. It's the
4x100
4x100
No, 25.
freestyle.
25. Did you show them how they're supposed to do this yet, or no? Have you done?
Yeah,
have
I'm just going to explain. It's just like the running. They have to hit this little small trigger, which is the B button. Hold
To
that
to breathe?
until you're supposed to go. When it says go, just start going up and down. Yes.
The trigger on your right.
What, were they kissing? Oh, I missed it. I missed it. I got too many things going on right now. Are they racing now or no?
It looks like they're going.
Go.
Here we go.
We're 13 seconds. It's
Yeah,
fast
get
13 seconds.
Don't miss those. Don't miss those boobs shaking.
There we go.
Come on, go.
Come on, go.
Come on, go. Keep going, go.
Brett, look at the shakeage.
Player
my
player
God.
one is slacking.
Come on, yeah, go. You're way ahead.
Come on, player
Come
one.
on.
There you go.
Come on,
player one
go.
speeding it up pretty fast, and then she slows down again.
Yeah, you are. You're way ahead.
Again, we realize that the radio portion of this isn't really that decent. That's why we do it in the 10 o'clock hour for like a little throwaway situation. But boy, the video footage.
Keep going.
Oh,
All right, go.
the video footage is absolutely second to none. Robin, let's go. Why aren't you swimming, Robin?
Let's go because it relayed off to go.
Oh, okay.
She hit the pause.
She hit the pause accidentally during the race. Oh boy.
All right.
Come on, go.
All right, Brent, I got you. You're.
There we go. She's getting a little shake going on these things.
Now, why
All
isn't Robin shaking her stuff up?
Because I guess the relay passed it off to Robin, so it's a relay kind of deal on this one.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if they're actually going to necessarily have to compete in this race.
So 25. There's no head-to-head combat on this deal.
Yeah, see, when she did it, she hit the wrong thing. As I was trying to do it, she hit the wrong button.
All right, we're going to set the head-to-head combat parameter here in the 100-meter, no pun intended, breaststroke, or the 100-meter freestyle.
I would be so much more interested in the sport of swimming if it was all topless with the women.
Why don't they do topless like that?
They should. You know what? That's a good idea.
They really should.
Like
Yeah.
out by real live.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, topless Olympics.
I could care less about Michael Phelps, but you know.
But there are probably some women
Yeah, you
that would
throw a
appreciate.
female in the
Well,
mix.
no, but there'd probably be some women that would be more interested in Michael Phelps had he had his stuff hanging out.
You gotta get a cross section audience.
Gross.
Yeah, exactly. Try 25. You ready?
Yep.
All right, 25's loading them up right now. They are ready to go in the 100-meter freestyle.
100-meter freestyle.
We got Daisy and Bowser.
Now you gotta go this way. Go up.
Dave, I don't care if you have to FedEx me another mic. I gotta have one. It's ridiculous.
Go. There we go.
Now, there we go.
Now
There we
this is a
go.
little bit of a different shake in action they're doing. It's more of a
Yep, there you go.
This is more of a
side-to-side shake.
This actually
with their
has
breasts.
more shakeage for the topless parameters. This is actually more cow udder-ish, if you would. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it's more cow.
Yeah, it's very. Oh yeah. Go to the website BubbaRaw.com and you will see this.
See their udders.
Yeah.
Come on, Coco, you gotta finish.
Coco, you got. Keep going,
on,
baby.
keep
Let's
going,
go. Let's
keep
go.
going.
Do it, Mom.
All right, now put the other two in there. Put the other two in
All right,
there.
let's throw the other
So
two in there.
the green team is up.
Green team is up. Green team is up. What? They won that one, so they're up 2-1.
Yep.
Now I'm hoping you guys watched the instructions on that as they did it. I think she knows what's going
Come
on.
on over here.
There we go.
I need her over here though.
You ready to
Come
do it? Okay, I'll hold your water.
Again, we run this in the 10 o'clock hour. We know that it's really not that necessarily fun, but it's fun for us. It's kind of a reward to us for having a good show today. Get to have strippers in here. And
Yeah, exactly. You do this kind of a stroke, more of a breaststroke. Yep, you're just gonna trigger that once, and then you're gonna do your breaststroke, kind of more
like
you're
this.
swimming.
Look, like this.
Yeah, like you're swimming. Yeah, exactly
There
right.
you go. You think you can do that?
I can do that.
She's rangy.
She can do that. She's rangy.
I like her.
And sexy thick.
Look at
25's
sexy
explaining
thick.
the directions to sexy thick here. What do you think?
She's no Shelley Herndon, but she is sexy thick. I'd like to see Shelley Herndon in here topless.
Oh, can we do that? Can we get that to
No,
happen?
hell
Again,
no.
25.
Hell no.
There you go.
Her, Mimi Novsmich, and my wife, Heather. They all three hang out together. Can you imagine
That would
those
be
three?
a steamy deal.
Yeah. Here we go. Ready? Go!
Not yet.
100-meter freestyle. We've got Daisy versus Bowser.
25 is the coach.
Like this, kind of more like you're swimming, okay?
All right, go.
There you
And
go.
they're off.
Y'all go faster, Courtney. Faster.
You got her. You're beating her.
There we
Look
go.
at this. God.
This one's close.
Look at Sexy
This one's
Thick.
close. Go.
Sexy Thick's like
Come on,
she's-
Sexy Thick. She really gets into the game, which I can appreciate.
Can you imagine how she could get into other things?
Come on, dude. This is close. This is close.
Hey,
This is close.
if Sexy
Keep going.
Thick is this
Keep
much
going.
into a video
Keep
game,
going.
can you imagine if you're
The real deal.
his hammer?
Yeah.
Come on, don't give up. Don't give
I'm
up.
with it.
Do not quit.
Come on, Sexy Thick, go!
Come on. Come on. You
Sexy
almost got
Thick.
it. This is close.
Come on, Sexy Thick.
This one is close. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Who won? Sexy Thick
Sexy
won.
Thick won.
Sexy
Sexy
Thick,
Thick
congratulations.
won. Sexy Thick won, and the green team wins 3 events to 1 event, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, don't feel bad, Pink Thing. The green team has experience with the Wii since they were in here last time.
The green team now, the green team officially wins the used blender. And unfortunately, last time we had a parting gift for the second place team, but we do not have that today.
So all you get is a blender. So and it's only one blender, so I don't know which one you guys are going to take home the blender, but you're going to have to figure out amongst yourselves.
You guys can make it. You know, it's such a nice used blender that they can almost like have custody, like a child kind of deal. Where,
yeah, it'll be like both of ours. We'll just keep it at my house.
Sexy Thick has it for a couple days,
Yeah.
and then she sends it over to Robin. Robin has a couple days, and then back over to Sexy Thick.
There you go.
It is the lovely ladies of 2001 Space Odyssey. Robin, Eva, Jules, and Go-Go. We love those girls. Thank you so very much. That is the end of today's show. We will see you guys